Right. Last we left off, successfully slaying the Hydra, you headed back town to report your success, retrieve your rewards. Took a small detour to the graveyard of Nella just before you exited the Forest of Faces proper. You encountered a shadowed figure at Balthazar Smitty's tree, and upon revealing your presence, discovered that it was a dryad by the name of Nasahe. Slowly building up trust, she got comfortable enough to tell you of the problems that the forest has been facing, namely the excessive logging of Nelid after Balthazar's death and the fleshy monsters that was mentioned several times. Agreeing to aid the Dryad in these endeavors, you headed back to town, retrieved your rewards from the city leadership, as well as from Seeker Niles Ort, a badge that gives the Seeker's word that the person that carries it can be trusted and sought, which was given to Chris, being the other one there, which mark that down in your character sheet if you haven't already.
I think I have it. I'll just check.
Okay. Foreman Zoran Meltflower was chosen as the representative of the city and agreed to speak to Nasahe about terms, which they spoke briefly, but ultimately agreed on the same terms as Balthazar Smitty did before his death. The Dryad then transported you through a tree to a cave that these fleshy monsters were hiding in, a locale that the denizens of the forest aren't exactly comfortable with, hence where you come in. Entering and swiftly finding these fleshy monsters, you discovered that they are similar, if not exactly the same, as the strange amalgamations of flesh and chitin that rose up from the pit in the Underdark when fighting the robotic squid thing where you found Asasan. Following a trail of dark gray liquid deeper into the cave, you discovered a manufactured ruin of sorts, made of solid brick and mortar, where you then found there is more fleshy monsters, very similar to the ones you had just vanquished, except these ones are nothing more than pulp and smashed corpses. And just above the scene of the massacre, you find a tall epitaph of sorts, which Janet recognized had writing in it, in primordial, that read, "In fours or more do we work best. 1 is easy to lose sight of yourself. 2 is easy to betray. 3 is easy to quarrel. But in fours does each one keep balance. When in fours all are in agreement, then in fours do they all advance." That is where we left off. The small little antechamber you're in splits off into 2 hallways, left and right. Both curve out of view for most of you. Zero, you can see that it extends a little bit more. What's it to do?
You can go.
Sorry. I just wanted to say I made a note of this on my character sheet. I have like 8 minutes of I Am Truth left right now.
Okay.
And to restate, Giorgio's in the Pokeball.
Okay.
Wow, Jenna, is that really what that says? That sounds like a bit of a contrived coincidence. There's 4 of us here right now. It seems like it's telling us that we want all 4 of us to go in one direction.
I love that band. Let's go left.
I was about to say that.
I want to be Harry Styles.
What were you gonna say, Brandon?
Can I try and discern what may have killed these things on the ground?
Make a medicine check. Judging from the splatter patterns and just general mess, you don't notice any noticeable punctures or slashes. A lot of crushed, almost like exoskeleton material. Everything's just like a big pulpy gray purple mess. So you gathered this was several heavy repeated blunt instrument attacks of some sort.
So they were a lot of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Can I investigate this epitaph and see if there's any how much space is like around it from the left and the right and the back of it? Like, can somebody walk back there?
You could squeeze through. Janet could probably walk through normally. It's probably about like foot and a half, 2 feet wide.
First, I want to check it for traps.
Make an investigation check. No traps that you can see. Looks like just like your regular, just squeezing around trying to feel for any false walls or anything. It looks like it's just like a big, just rectangular epitaph jutting from the floor with writing on the front.
And can I examine? Was that just the space around it, or did I also examine the epitaph? I want to kind of see if there's any like little hidden buttons or any other hidden text on it.
Yeah, that would include the epitaph as well. So you're just sort of running your fingers along any seams along the ground, along the back, any sort of false doors or anything. Don't really find anything. Feels pretty solid as well.
Is it just made out of stone?
Yeah, it's normal. It's one solid piece carved. Looks like a pretty similar stone to the bricks around you, but yeah, it just looks like a regular stone. Bit old looking.
I don't think I did this
Bit of dirt and dust.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I don't think I did this last time. Can I take a second to use Primeval Awareness? See if there's anything in here.
Okay. So you take a minute, focusing on the surroundings. It's a bit strange tapping into nature in a sort of manufactured area, but you managed to connect. The closest monstrosity around you is probably about half a mile away. At this point, like there's a bit slightly closer, slightly farther, but nothing immediately around you that you can sense. No elementals, no monstrosities in your general vicinity.
Oh wait, what was a half a mile away?
A monstrosity.
It's probably above ground.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's relatively far away from you. Yep, nothing out of the ordinary in the forest.
Okay. Well, if we don't have a hunter, say we just pick one direction and we all stay together.
Yeah. Are there any like sounds coming from either direction?
Make a perception check.
I get advantage on that, don't I? I'm true.
Yeah.
Would this count though? Because I'm.
It's really that's usually for sight, not for sound.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing into the everything doesn't allow you to hear better, unfortunately. So it's pretty much dead quiet in here. There's pretty much no sound other than the shuffling of your feet, which echoes slightly off the sort of stone brick walls.
You guys wanna flip a coin?
I'm cool just picking one and then we just take turns, like when we come to split paths. Someone else picks a direction.
Okay.
I say we go left first.
You know what they say, left is always right.
Mm-hmm. And right is wrong.
Okay. All right. So, what order would you guys like to go in? It's wide enough you can stand side by side, or you can go in a single file, or however you guys you want to organize it.
I pick the direction so I can lead unless someone really wants to.
I think Riley will follow right behind Jenna then.
My perception is ass, so I'm gonna be behind whoever's in front of me. Unless Chris wants to be at the back. Does he care?
Brandon?
Sweden.
Oh, am I back?
No.
Am I
Yeah,
at
you're
the
good.
am I at the end?
What
Up to you.
do you mean? Oh,
I mean, yeah, it's up to you if you want to be in the back or you want to be in front of me.
yeah, I can go in the back.
Okay.
Okay, and you guys traveled in a big square, easy to click and drag. Okay, just continuing down the hallway, curved slightly to the left. Begin to make out a little bit of what it looks like a head. You can see it widens out slightly. Okay, let's put you guys here. Okay.
Check for traps before we enter a room.
Okay, so you come to a slightly widened section of the hallway on either side of you. Just walls and looks like a smooth wooden door, otherwise featureless, other than the continuation of a hallway that sort of curves to the right out of view.
So there's 2 doors.
2 doors.
Okay.
Can I check for traps?
Check for traps. Make an investigation check.
With
Did I give
guidance?
Sure. And you do have advantage on these because truth is still up technically.
Did anybody use their inspiration in the last fight?
Oh, I think I was the one
I
that
don't
had
believe
it,
so.
and I didn't use it. 'cause we
I
had
used
good
it
rolls.
twice.
We had
What's
good rolls
guidance?
last
A
time.
D?
Plus, or D4.
D4.
Still a good roll.
Okay, 19.
3 inspirations, actually. Where the hell was the other one?
I had on my sheet, but I don't think I ever got used, and so much time had passed.
Okay. Okay. So you can see that I'm sorry.
I was just wondering if temporary hit points run out at any point, or when I take damage or something like that.
Let me check my spell real quick. I believe it's like 8 hours, or unless you take damage. It's 1 hour.
It was 1 hour.
It hasn't been an hour yet. You should still have the temp HP.
Yeah, it should have another half hour-ish or so.
Okay.
Is that something you just did to Brandon, or did I not mark that?
That was everybody.
That was motivational speech. Everybody got that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what is it, 10 temporary hit points?
It was 5.
Yeah. But I think while you have those temporary hit points, you have advantage on wisdom saving throws, and I think advantage on attacks that hit you, as long as you have them.
If you take damage, and then you get attacked again, or wait, if you take damage and you don't lose all your temporary hit points, you get advantage on your next attack.
Okay.
It's a little bit contrived, but it's if it
think-
actually comes through, it's alright.
I think I got lost in the sauce at the end. Did we do a full rest before this?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not going to touch my hit points then. Okay.
Okay. You can just add in 5 temporary hit points,
I did,
just
thank you.
just below it. Yep.
Wouldn't
So-
Jenna have taken damage though? Or is this just a
I took
DM
a
ruling,
little
like,
bit of
wasn't paying
damage.
attention?
I'm
Yeah,
mostly
functionally, it's the
at
same. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
guess.
can. I guess you can just add 5 hit points. It's
Yeah,
up to you.
it's probably for the best.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of 5 temporary hit points,
It's
just add
the
5
same.
hit points. It would have
It
done
ends-
same
it
thing.
ends up
Same
being
thing.
the same.
Just same thing. Just less bookkeeping. You don't have to worry about it. 2 duns. Okay. 0. As you're sort of pressing every brick on the floor, seeing if it's a pressure plate or not, just checking for any slits in the wall. This room itself is pretty dusty as it is, and you're sort of just running your fingers along the wall, trying to feel for anything that may be out of place. You brush away some of the dust, and you see writing on that wall's there. As you sort of brush off more and more of the dust on the wall, it looks like a sentence, but you're not sure of the language. It looks like writing. It's like neat, some sort of scripture you're not familiar with. What languages does everybody speak?
Just common and elvish.
I think common, elvish, dwarvish, celestial, and draconic.
This is Dwarvish.
Okay, I'm gonna. I guess I will just let somebody know that this language is something I cannot read, and I will step out of the way if Jenna or Chris wants to come. Because I wouldn't know if it was Dwarvish, so if somebody else wants to come look at it.
Okay, I'll move up then to see if I know anything.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking up. It looks like just pretty standard Dwarvish, a little bit of an archaic vernacular, but otherwise you're good. Yeah, reads in Dwarvish. The wall reads, "The decisive thieves will escape judgment. The cautious outliers are judged. At the stroke of deepest night and new day will the storm of iron rend all within the halls to retrieve what is theirs, thief or not."
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
I'm just going to copy paste it.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Storm of Iron.
Checking your sweet pocket watch, got from Sylnia. It's give or take 11:30 or so. Close to midnight.
Okay, so something's gonna happen at midnight, I would say.
Well, either midnight or like 5 a.m. Because that's when night switches to new day, right? What time is it in Animal Crossing that the day switches over? 5 a.m., 6 a.m.?
Yeah, but this isn't Animal Crossing.
I know, but like I'm saying, like that logic exists for a reason, though. If like
Yeah.
midnight doesn't necessarily mean the end of
Well, read it again. Deepest night and new day. That means
Is
midnight.
3 a.m. not deeper
No.
night than midnight? I think
No,
so.
Danny.
No.
Well, 4 a.m. the sun starts coming up here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think it's about the time like the sun comes up, is what I'm hinting at. Like when the new day, the night ends, but the day starts. Does not mean midnight. We'll find out.
It does,
That's-
because it's a
find
new
out.
day.
I feel like that's wishful.
They don't mean daytime, I mean the new like calendar date during deepest night, which is midnight.
We don't know what this means, though. We're
Yeah.
all guessing.
I would bet 5 cents on that.
Okay, let's
I'll bet all my gold.
No.
I'll bet a
I'm not
PP.
saying-
I got a PP point.
Okay.
You know what? I'll throw a platinum in on that.
I'm
Hell
gonna-
yeah.
I'm
Do I
gonna
even have platinum?
Go out on a limb and saying that this
Okay.
is referring to like 5 a.m. is like wishful thinking. So I personally will be out of here at midnight just to be safe for myself. You guys do what you want to do. But I don't think I will be in here past midnight.
What time is it again?
Checking a watch, about 11:30.
Get
Yeah.
like 30 minutes to do this
Yeah.
dungeon crawl then.
Nice to see you.
Is there writing on the other wall, I wonder? I think
Oh,
Riley's
I
gonna
am-
check.
Yeah, it's equally dusty. You wipe it off the dust. There's another sentence here as well, which Chris, you can look over. It's the exact same sentence.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, the decisive thieves will escape judgment. That means whatever we gain from this place, we have to get it quickly, take it quickly, and get the fuck out, and not be as cautious as we're being. Because as soon as midnight hits, if we're still here, because we took all the time to be cautious, we're gonna
Well then,
deal with something.
may as well take a page out of Chris's book. Riley's gonna stomp over here and kick the door.
Okay, you kick the door. It swings open. Wasn't locked. Kicking the door. Do you peek inside? You already see a little bit of it, I guess, already.
Alright, gang. There's some suits of armor in here. So if you start hearing some rumbling, I'm not the one doing anything. I'm walking in.
Okay. So walking inside, you find a relatively featureless room, at least on the walls and the floor, except you see 2 rows of armor, sort of like stood guard at the flanks of the room, if you will. They're motionless. They look like any other suit of plate armor. They're a bit dusty and aged with rust. Other than the armor, you can see in the center of this room, probably about solid like 5-10 feet away from you, is a large knotted braid of black rope dangling from the ceiling, sort of tied to a hook in the ceiling. At the other end of this rope, you see a large gold hoop of sorts that's been wrapped tightly and also tied to this rope, and is currently dangling, suspended in the air by this rope. Hoop itself is about 1.5 feet wide in diameter. It's pretty sizable. About half a foot thick. It's a chunky piece of metal.
Does it look like a noose?
No, it's just tied to the
Do a flip.
rope tied to the ceiling. The other end tied to this metal gold hoop.
Simon, while Riley is investigating that, can I walk a bit closer to the epitaph, like just halfway back, and can I set my blink back boots right there?
Okay, so you're walking all the way to the epitaph?
No, just like halfway through to that like little hallway there,
Okay,
and then I'll come back.
okay. So not
I
straight
think
too
I
far.
get it. I think I understand. Riley's gonna walk out. He's gonna bust down this door as well.
Okay. Like a veritable SWAT team minus the firearms, you just kick down this door.
Ah, As I thought.
Yep, see the exact same setup. 2 rows of armor and also another golden hoop dangling from a black rope from the ceiling.
I believe the storm of iron that is talked about in the quote there. Are these suits of armor? Yes. We've got about half an hour before they come to life and start hunting us down.
Got it.
It's,
What do the
gets you
hoops
again.
do?
Don't touch the hoops.
No, I don't think we need to figure that out, unless it's of importance later.
What if it's like you just pull them at the same time and it like deactivates them?
What if it does the exact opposite?
Only one way to find out. Chris, are you with me?
Jenna, can you even reach those hoops?
Chris, give me a boost.
No.
Give me upsies.
I can cast fly on you.
Oh my god. I was
Oh,
really
The hoops aren't that far off the ground. They're probably like 2 or 3 feet off the ground.
Oh,
They're like
God,
dangling
what was
head
that?
height. Like Jen, you could get there if you jump. Really? Everyone else, you could just
The
walk up
hoops
and grab
gotta
it
do
if you really wanted
something.
to.
They wouldn't just be there otherwise.
I'll be my guest
Okay, wait,
then.
Jana wants to walk in one of these rooms and take a gander. I'll
Okay.
go into the first room.
Okay.
Can I
You
go
walk
in there
in.
with Jana now that I have the Eye of Truth on me?
Yeah, just gonna go walk in. You see the same situation. 4, 8 suits of armor in this one, 2 rows, and this large golden hoop dangling from a black rope from the ceiling,
I would like to
just sort of hanging in the air.
inspect the hoop.
Okay. Just make an investigation check.
Investigation, yeah, sorry, I forgot that was the word.
That's fine.
With
It's
guidance,
functionally the
myself.
same word. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Plus.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't just looking at the golden hoop.
I guess I'm looking
You
at
can
the
see that-
whole thing and like it to where it goes as well. You know, like I'm looking at the whole thing.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, I'm looking at the black rope. It looks like it's tied pretty securely, but you can probably figure it out if you want to untie it. Looking at the hoop itself, you see sort of on the outer circumference of this hoop, there's some sort of like faint runic scribing just all around, kind of like the One Ring from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But they're not magically glowing or anything. They're there. Otherwise, it just looks like a golden hoop.
Can I read that inscription or runes?
It's not a language you understand if it's a language at all.
Chris, you're a magic person. What does this say?
Brennan? Yeah.
Sweden,
Sweden.
Vidan?
Norway.
Hello?
Narwhal?
That's the animal, not the country.
There we go.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Speaking of animals,
How much did you catch of that?
well,
Wow. What if he just doesn't come back?
Hello?
Brandon?
Hello,
Brandon?
I'm here.
this happens
Hello?
constantly. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. How much of that did you catch, Brandon?
I got to the point where there's a language on the hoop
Yeah.
that
Okay.
Jana can read, well,
No,
see,
I'm
but
I'm
can't
asking
understand.
Asking you to come if you makes any sense to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go over there then.
Okay. Yep. So you walk in, you see the sights, the suit of armor, this hoop dangling from this black rope from the ceiling. So looking at it, you immediately recognize this isn't a language. It's arcane sigils of some sort. You can make an Arcana check if you want to see what exactly this might be.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay. Yeah. This is Jesus with that fucking roll. You gather that this hoop has something to do with the very heavily in the conjuration school of magic. The school of magic that you're very familiar with, the teleportation and creating of matter in life. This one specifically is more akin to the creating of life part. You also gather that the runes themselves are incomplete, like almost if this was like one piece of a puzzle. Yeah, that's pretty good roll.
And you guys said that there was another hoop in the other room.
Yeah, go take a look at that
Exact
one.
same layout. Yeah.
I'd like to go inspect that one.
Okay.
Because if we can stop these scenes from coming to life, man, instant like pressure off.
Well, I've got all the time in the world after that, right?
Okay. So you look at the other hoop as well. Very similar sigils. Not exactly the same. This one almost looks like a continuation of the other one. Like it's like multiple sentences stacked on top of each other to form like a full paragraph. This is one sentence.
How do we think we stop it then?
Can I gather what they say together?
It's not a language specifically. It's like a mathematical equation. Like you just have one part of an equation, pretty much,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
is the other part of the equation. So like
I
it's
see.
forming a complete thought, pretty much, but it's not a specific language.
What if we take one of the hoops? How is the hoop secured to the room? Is it just like a rope or is it like a chain or something?
It's just by rope. There's a hoop that's been tied with a rope, and that rope has been tied to the ceiling.
Yeah, so if we just steal the hoops, right? Like put them in a bag of holding, what's gonna fucking happen?
Don't put them both in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
If they're
we
near
we got
each other, they might
Well, we
activate.
got 2 different bags of holding, right?
no,
we do?
not anymore. Deirdre
Yeah.
had the other one. We have bags. I mean, I could just put it in my bag.
How much is a bag of holding? Could we go buy one?
I just sell one to the Atnews right now.
You just go sell these hoops.
You're basically just a magical thrift store.
Can I put it around Giorgio's paw and then send him to the Pokeball? And then the X is a mini bag of holding.
He doesn't carry a lot of stuff on him.
Would they fit him as bangles, as bracelets?
They're pretty sizable. You could probably fit around his neck, like pretty snugly. Like they're not bracelet sized. They're like you could probably fit your torso through it.
Loophole.
I'm not 100% opposed to taking one of the one of the hoops to see what happens.
Yeah. Because we only have to take
What's the
one,
worst
right?
case
We only gotta
scenario?
take
They
one.
activate and we leave. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, all we gotta
What was
take is
that, Riley?
one.
What did you say, Riley?
The worst case scenario is that they activate and we just get out of here.
Yeah, I'll say nothing. We're exactly where we were before. So let's take one of these, put him in a bag of holding, and then continue on.
So, are you like? Do you have any way of keeping track of time? Like, are you monitoring how much time is passing right now? Just so.
Me?
Like, yeah.
I've been using time map for years. Yeah.
I know. I just mean like, if we have 30 minutes, I want to follow the instructions of the writing on the walls, which is like don't be too. I don't want to overthink anything.
We can like start going forward,
time
and
has
around
passed?
the hour mark, we can just come back here, see if they do anything, and if they don't, we continue on.
Okay. Are we gonna take one of the hoops?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll take one of those hoops. Who has the actual bag of holding? We'll just put it in there.
I have it.
I'd like to untie a hoop and then put it in the bag.
Okay. So Chris, you going in there?
Before I go in there in this room, I'll take this hoop.
Wait.
We only need to take
Take
one,
one.
so whatever, it doesn't matter which one. Just take one of them,
Yeah.
because then they need to be together. So we just have to take one with us, and it can't complete.
Hopefully.
Okay, I'll take this one.
Okay. So Jenna, you're gonna jump up and try to untie the knot.
Sure.
Chris, you're inside. Zero and Riley, what you doing?
Just watching.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just getting out here.
Okay. Cool. So Jenna, as you sort of jump up, you touch. You can't really reach the knot from there, but you can jump up and grab the hoop. So you jump up, grab the hoop. You're just dangling from it at this point, pretty much, but it doesn't explode or anything. You sort of muscle your way up to where the knot is. Sort of loop your one leg around the hoop to sort of get a good grab. I need to make a DC. Just make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Don't I have advantage on those right now?
Yeah.
You
No,
so
you
don't have
lost,
temporary hit
yeah.
points.
Oh.
Only Chris has those, funny enough.
Yeah,
Wait, what is this? A wisdom saving throw?
wisdom saving throw.
Wait a minute. You have advantage in all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic, and this is magic, I take it?
This is magic.
Gnome cunning, bitch.
Oh, it's a gnome thing. Neat.
Yeah, I forgot you had that. Yes. Yeah, so roll with advantage.
Oh,
No.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
I hate D&D.
Okay. You reach up and grab the rope, or you're about to grab the rope. As you grab it, you feel this overwhelming sense of dread, like you're about to make a horrible mistake. You see visions of meteorites falling from the sky, destroying vast cities, burning forests. You see monsters rising from depths, destroying mountains. You see the mountains themselves break apart and then come alive and begin massacring everybody. All of this will happen if you untie this knot.
Guys, I've seen the time knife.
You are frightened
Yeah.
for a while. Yeah, as Chris, you're just waiting for Janet to untie the knot, and then she begins like shivering, and her eyes go wide.
Having a bad trip. I can't do it. I think something bad will happen if we do this, but if someone else wants to try, it ain't gonna be me, and I'm gonna go to a new room and just not look at the hoops.
I guess I'll try and untie it.
Okay.
He does have advantage, so... Or is it... Was it intelligence or was it wisdom?
Wisdom saving.
No, for the spell that I have. It is wisdom, yeah. So he will have advantage.
Should I roll for that now?
Yep. As you sort of reach up and grab for the rope, make a wisdom saving throw.
Wow.
Amazing.
You see those strange creatures with the sort of black crystals growing out of them begin to overtake everyone you've ever known. You see your party begin to just being overtaken by these crystals. You see your mentor Pratchell begin to twist and morph into this sort of just formless, blobless shape and being perpetually impaled by these crystals. This will happen if you untie this knot.
Don't untie the knot. It's a bad knot.
Did you see the time knife, Chris?
The bloody hell are you
Yes.
two on about? It's just a fucking knot. Jenna.
I'm gonna
Actually,
roll
no. Chris. Would you allow me to pervade your mind?
Ouch.
Sure.
I'm doing it.
Jan's mind's too not good enough.
Okay, yeah. As you
I'd read your mind, Jenna.
Thank you.
sort of delve into Chrysostomus Killager's mind, Chris, the thoughts in your head still fresh. You still see your mentor just being twisted into this blobby, crystalline just monster. And Riley, you begin to see this as well. As you begin to see horrific images of yourself just slaughtering innocents, burning cities, using all the magic you've ever known for purposes that you would have never even thought of. You see Zero begin to just emerge with this dark shadow with two bloody daggers in their hands. You see horrific images.
Well, no, that's quite the fright. How convinced am I that that will actually happen if we untie these?
You see images, it's up to you.
Does anyone communicate this? Like Jana and Chris, they out loud said, "Don't do it," right? They said that.
Well, apparently, these things show you some shit should you go near them. I don't think it gets much worse than what I saw in his brain, so, they appear to be convinced that'll actually happen. Is Riley sold on this?
I know, Sam. I'm debating. I'm trying. Like my wisdom is trash.
This is metagaming, so I'm sorry. Zero, don't you have like those ghost like mage hands? Will that evade the wisdom saving throw?
That's true. Oh, that is very true. I rolled for it. I was like, okay, evens. I just say fuck it and I do it. Nods, I don't because this is me, Misty, metagaming, but also Zero hasn't seen what you guys seen. I don't think this will happen. I think it's just
Yeah, I don't think Jana's saying specific. She's just
Find
kind of
these
mumbling to
motherfuckers
herself
have
like
lied to
that.
us.
Horrible images. The trees.
I'm gonna try with Mage Hand because I've watched everyone do it and I think Zero's just kind of like, guys, what the fuck? It's just a rope. Come on, and I just step forward and I do it with my Mage Hands.
Okay.
If this is
So,
actually the
you
bad
cast-
end, then it's been a pleasure.
I run out of
Yeah.
the
Cast-
room.
Okay. So you cast Mage Hand. Cast Mage Hand. Oh, Jesus. Fucking click everything now. Cast Mage Hand. As you summon this spectral hand that you know where it is, you can sort of feel where it is. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Are you fucking
Nah,
kidding
you
me?
got this. You got this.
I don't think I do.
Yeah. Isn't it just DC 12? You did it, right?
Well, how do we know what the DC
I
is?
don't know. I
thought
don't know.
Simon said it at the beginning. We'll find out in
I was
a
about
second.
to. I didn't. You see images of your village in flames. You see
Yeah.
your family, what's left of it, in crosses, slowly burning. They're screaming out for help, your name. You see cackling and laughing, human pure soul dogma. Soldiers just persecuting your village, and you see they are also covered in these black spines and crystals. You see meteorites then strike them. You see pure pandemonium. This will happen if you untie this knot.
Zero is still not 100% sold. Like Zero's like I understand I'm scared, but Zero spits in the direction of the hoop and then comes back out and just says, "Come on, guys, let's go."
Yeah, we're
Zero's
wasting
gonna,
time
spit
here, I
at the
think.
hoop.
I mean, they were quite disturbing images. It's a quite the ruse from them.
That's up to you, Riley. You're the last one that hasn't gotten got. And again, we don't know what we're risking
Wait,
here.
are we looking at the wrong thing? Can we put the suits of armor in the bag of holding? They can't come to life.
What if we take the arms off the arms of the suits
Take
of armor?
their-
Like you
take
take the
their
arms
feet
off
off.
of them.
I'm not sure what that accomplishes because
No! I want to take their feet. I want to take their feet.
what we don't know where their magical epicenter is, though. They could very easily just put themselves back together.
Not if
I'm
they're in the
saying, what
bag
if
of
we
holding.
stole all the feet and we put the feet in the bag of holding? If you just take one foot off of them, they're gonna be like limping, and they're not gonna be much.
Well, be my guest then.
Let's do it. Let's take the feet.
One last try at disarming this
Then
trap.
we're
I want to
gonna go
try
now.
to take 1 foot off of the suit of armor that's nearest to me. 1 foot.
1 foot?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to stop. I want to use mage hand with my thieves tools.
Okay, yeah, you have screws and such in there, like tools. These are sort of what they're meant for, is to detach things that you may want to take. Make a thieves tools check if you want to steal a foot from
You
these
got this.
one of these armor. Yeah, you manage to very swiftly and dexterously steal one of the sort of just like plate metal boots from one of these suits of armor. They're completely hollow inside. It looks like a regular plate armor boot.
How long did that take me?
With that, thieves will check probably about like a minute plus extra.
Do you guys? There's fucking like 16 of these here. Do you want to waste 16 minutes of me doing this, or do you want to just risk it all and just keep going?
Let's just knock them all down and move on.
It's not gonna.
I think if we waste a lot of our time,
And who knows? Maybe down the other hallway, there's another set of 16.
Right.
So I think we should just keep going.
I say we
don't
just
think
knock
should
them
do
all
much more.
down and move on. At least if it does anything, it did. It's a little annoying.
You can knock them down. I'm Zero's leaving and heading down the hall.
I want to knock all of them down in this room. Just like arms, just shove them down.
Okay, make a strength check. Athletics. Make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, really no time at all. You do that like Roadhouse Bill Murray thing where you just sort of knock one actually knock one suit of armor down and it sort of just knocks them all down in a row.
Perfect.
And a bunch of angry bikers come out and start yelling at you. I just kind of they're all
And if that just
prone, I guess.
takes like a second or whatever, like I just want to do them to like all the rows, just like real quick, shove them down, move on, shove them.
Okay, yeah, with your athletics, it doesn't take too long. You guys are waiting for another 30, 45 seconds or so. Janet just goes on a rampage in here.
While Janet does that, I want to begin walking ahead down this hall.
Okay.
Riley will follow at half pace just to make sure everybody's fine in the other room.
Okay.
I will still.
Okay, make a stealth check. Okay. So Riley, you're following a little bit behind. Chris, what you doing? Oh, Janet's going on a rampage down there.
Yeah, I'll follow a little bit. I'll follow Riley.
Okay. Okay. So as you get closer, you can still hear the clattering of armor as Janet is just going on a tear there. Riley's just my fucking mouse. Okay.
I want to animate that, like Jana walking to this room of just like empty armor suits and just like knocking them over one by one. This tiny little gnome.
Okay. All right. So actually, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it based on magic?
Yes, it is actually.
Suck my nuts. Oh.
I don't know why I
What?
was at a disadvantage there, but it doesn't matter.
7.
Oh, Riley's fucked.
Do I still have advantage on it?
No, you would have lost that HP, right? Oh, no, you wouldn't. You would have. Never mind.
If you still have temporary hit points, then yes, you do. Okay. Okay. Riley, you begin to feel like Zero and Chris aren't taking you seriously. Like you're offering good advice and they're just not listening. Like, why not?
Fucking idiots.
And then that feeling subsides. You're just like, well, that never happened.
It was just a one-time burst of like, man, these guys are dumb.
Yeah, like, yeah, it was like they're just not taking you seriously. It's like you're trying to lead and and get them good at solutions. They're just ignoring, doing whatever they want. Yeah.
Riley finds this to be excessively normal. He's only just now noticing that Zero is doing this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Huh, I wonder what I was thinking about that. Anyway.
Okay. As you all continue carrying on, Zero, you sort of just turn they're there. Everyone's falling behind. My mouse sucks ass, so I can't really click and drag your tokens very well.
Riley's like, ha, you think you can hurt my feelings? I'm a member of the Zodiacs.
I have no feelings.
If we're traveling again, I'm fine with being grouped up again in a little square.
Yeah, so
Okay.
am I. If we're back on pace, then everything's fine.
Okay. All right. As you all just continue down,
Oh no.
you see another curve.
Oh no.
Okay. As you continue further down and down, bending around the curve.
Hey,
Just gonna
Chris,
jump
if
over
it comes down to it, can you maybe hold off on using Flaming Sphere in here? Oh, except in here. Here's
Okay.
fine.
Following the hallway until you come to a larger chamber, a little bit larger than the last one. Rectangular in shape from what you can see with rounded corners. Oops. Let me step in a little bit here. First thing that catches your eye is the two large suits of armor sort of facing outwards from this sort of elevated stone platform in the center. Fairly large suits of armor, larger than any person could ever fit in. Both of the armors look a lot more patchwork than the armors you just saw earlier. It looks like they're incomplete or even damaged. Like someone attempted to make a functioning suit of armor using nothing but scrap metals. They're just so loaded with holes and gaps in between the ill-fitting plates. There isn't even any legs. They're sort of just resting on a large wooden armor stand. You can see that both of the gauntlets, especially the one you can see closest to you, both gauntlets, the hands are holding their hands out with their palms facing up. They're sort of locked in that position, as if they were holding something there, but it isn't there anymore. Other than the armor, you can see that there's pillars in the corners of the room. The base is a wide hexagonal shape, but it quickly tapers and thins out to a more circular pillar, about 3 feet up.
Let's go look at the pillar.
Sort of just approach the pillar. Yeah, I'm just looking a little bit closer. They aren't smooth. They're actually kind of worn and speckled in texture. There's like little bits and chunks missing from it. Otherwise, just looks like a pillar.
Simon, can
If
we
there's any more, go on.
see? Sorry, can we see the paragraph that was written on the epitaph when we walked in one more time?
Yeah, I'll just copy paste that one. That was the original epitaph scripture you saw when you first came in.
What were you saying, Riley? Go ahead.
I was gonna be like, wonder if there's any more primordial knowledge. What's the word? Blasted? No, embellished. I'm trying-
Engraving?
I just woke up 2 hours ago. I have no idea what the word I'm trying to find is. Yeah, etched. Etched, that's the word, thank you. In the walls here.
Just make make an investigation check.
Or...
The walls are a little bit dusty. They're not nearly as dusty as the one before. You're sort of just wiping it off. Looking at the pillars, trying to search for anything. You don't see anything. No, it looks pretty smooth and featureless.
What
I
was
guess
this
not.
thing in the middle? Like between the suits? Of
It's like a raised platform. Probably about like 2 feet up. There's steps to go up there. You can see from your position. It looks like it's made of solid stone and it's carved instead of being like bricked. And in the center is a large, intricate ruin that's been carved deeply into the stone.
Does this mean anything to you, Chris?
I'll go up to it,
Okay.
and go up and look on top of it, I guess.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
For the guidance.
Oh, yeah.
Jenna jumps and high fives you across with guidance.
I don't think you'll need it, but just in case.
Yeah, you're very familiar with this, actually. You recognize the rune as a form of conjuration magic, just looking through books of in Pratra's library. You recognize this as a simpler, even archaic form of teleportation circle. It doesn't have those little key runes that you would use for modern teleportation circles, like those things you can sort of key in and teleport to them. These ones are keyed to specific teleportation circles elsewhere, a sort of like short-range teleportation, if you will. You have to know Pratchell uses this frequently in his own home, mostly to teleport from like that sort of front foyer area, like the cave, to his laboratory. Like that teleportation circle is just key to his laboratory, pretty much. It could be linked to a password or some other action or item. Pratchell is linked to a password. Very similar magic. But it doesn't look like it's active currently or anything. Currently just scribings in a pedestal.
Good job at identifying that, Chris, by the way. Something tells me we need
Yep.
to be nice to each other in here.
I don't think this will teleport us too far. It might even teleport us somewhere in this temple area.
Should we try it out?
Hmm.
Um,
Was there anything else in this room first?
Just for off a cursory glance, that platform with the now identified archaic teleportation circle, the 2 sets of armor, and if you look around, there's actually 4 pillars in the room, 1 in each corner. But they're pretty, they're speckled, but they're not, they don't have anything interesting on them currently.
Can I go inspect one of those pillars? I know I looked at one. Can I take a good look at one?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I feel like it's not a coincidence there's 4 of them. You know?
Yeah.
That's a little... with guidance.
Okay.
I would like to do the same to the one
Woof.
above.
Woof.
Okay.
That won't save me.
Okay. Zero, make another investigation check as well.
Do I still have advantage with the Eye of Truth?
I would say it's running dangerously close, so you'll have like 1 or 2 more after this one, maybe.
It was investigation.
Yeah. Okay. Jenna, yeah, you don't pick up anything more from any of the other pillars as you're just sort of looking between them. They all look pretty identical. Hexagonal base, relatively thick at the bottom, and then as the hexagon begins to taper into a circular pillar as it gets closer to the top of the ceiling. Zero, you inspect, it looks pretty featureless, like on the surface. You look near where the sort of hexagon base of the pillar meets the floor. It's not perfectly flush, and there's nothing like, there's nothing sort of keeping it in place. Or there's like a gap between the actual bricks and the pillar itself. Like it isn't just like perfectly melted in. Just using your investigation check and your eye of truth is active, you get the sense that these pillars move. Yeah.
I'm gonna. What does the top of it look like? Does it look like I can place something there, or what is it?
No, it's a pillar from floor to ceiling. It's just hexagonal at the hexagonal at the base, and it just sort of hits the ceiling as well. But they look like pillars hitting the ceiling. Yeah.
I'm gonna. If Jana's already at one of the other pillars, I'm going to shout from across the room and ask Riley and Chris if they'll go to the other pillars to see if anything happens.
Are we trying to move them?
I just want to all stand next to one and see if that does anything. 'Cause I think you were right about the 4 of us being here.
Hey guys.
4 of us, 4 pillars.
We're
In
the-
4s we work best.
We're the 4 corners, guys.
Mayor breaks out of jail and joins you.
5 corners.
Saves us so much time.
We are no longer the 4 corners. We are the pentacorners. Yeah, you all stand next to a pillar. Doesn't seem to be any reaction or anything.
I'm trying to see what I could do with my truths here.
What's time on the clock?
Checking the clock, it's probably about 11:40 at this point.
Let's just, we can come back to this room if needed. Let's just keep seeing as we move along if anything makes sense.
I would like to try and maybe turn the pillar, like spin it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna start check. Okay. Sorry, I think I got 12. It's fine. Yeah, it's a pretty solidly built pillar. As you sort of try to twist the pillar, sort of like leaning and putting your whole body weight into it, it's not budging.
If
If I see
twisting it
Chris doing
doesn't,
that, what's that?
I'll say if twisting doesn't work, can I try and bop it?
Okay. Okay, who's gonna push it and pull it?
Never.
What were you
apologize.
saying, Misty? Sorry, I want to make a dumb joke.
No, you're okay. If I see Chris twisting his, and I've already noticed that it's like not fixed all the way to the ground, can I also try to do something? I don't know. I guess I'll also. Is there enough room that it looks like it could spin?
With the I also with your investigation check with the brick layout and the like there doesn't look like there's any space for it to actually twist. If it twisted, it would just hit more brick. Like there is like a hexagonal cutout in the floor, pretty much, and it's pretty close. But you notice it's not like perfectly like mortared. Like it does look like it's like sort of freestanding.
Okay.
So twisting probably not the thing.
I want to use one charge from my Truth Seer to make an I think Arcana check or Burst Knowledge. Wait, no. Yeah, Arcana check to see if I can figure out what this is. Or I don't know, religion. I'm trying to talk to my being.
Just make a. I think you could do investigation checks as well, right? Or not?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, just do Arcana check. Okay. You hear the flickering of, or the flitting about of paper pages and books and tomes being stacked on top of each other. A couple seconds pass, and you get the sense that you're standing at one piece of a very large puzzle. That a puzzle that you may not have all the keys with yet.
How puzzling.
Oh. Huh.
Like I said, I think we have, we're getting pieces to things. We need the full picture. So let's quick try and walk through and figure out what we can find out in 20
I
minutes.
wonder if we were supposed to get those hoops. Okay, yeah, I trust Jana. Let's go down the other hallway and see what's what.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm in question about
I
this.
have no objections.
Question about hoops.
Do the hoops look big enough that they could like go around this pillar or something?
They looked like a similar size, roughly, but there's no like cutout or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it would be you'd have to break physics. So if you want to like loop it around the pillar.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just I'll follow Jana to the other.
Okay. I'll assemble the traveling square. Okay. Passing the pillars, the pedestals, the two suits of armor with their palms out, you travel down this hallway with another sort of S bend here. Oops. Nope. Jesus. Mouse is breaking. Okay. Okay, you come across another stone chamber, very similar size, but this time you see 4 doors that are currently open, actually. You can see there's a door on each. The ones close to you are open, but you can see on the other side of that room, you can see another similar door, but that one's closed. I was looking at the door, didn't look like they even have locks or a handle. Actually, it just appears to be like a smooth wood door.
I know it's super tempting to split up and each take a door, but we should definitely stick together.
Which one first? Do you want to do the one at the bottom right first?
Sure.
Okay. As you all enter one by one, file into this room. Yeah, you just look, sort of squeeze past the door ahead of you that's sort of closed. It is closed when you can test it. It's completely closed. There's no lock, no door. No lock nor no handle. No lock or handle, including the door that's open that you walk through either. But looks very smooth, very featureless in here.
Investigation check, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
With guidance.
Okay.
I say that always like as I click the thing because I remember.
Yeah, so let's pour through this room, trying to just find anything hidden, anything you missed. It is dusty here as well. Dusting off the walls, don't see anything behind them. Yeah, don't find much in here of interest.
All right.
Can I also?
Sure.
Is my advantage done?
I'll say this is your last one.
Nice.
Okay, as Eye of Truth fades, and you can no longer see into the fucking everything. Hopefully that fixed your dark vision. Yeah, as you sort of pour through, don't see anything of interest. Other than the two doors, one open that you walk through, one closed.
Okay.
Well, Zero,
Maybe we
think-
have to split up. What was that, Riley?
I'll try opening that door first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Opening which door?
I would assume the one directly in front of us.
Oh no, because
Yeah,
there's
you
no.
can-
What was it?
No, there's no handle, no lock or anything. Just a
Oh.
smooth wooden door.
So kick
You can
it.
try. You can try pushing it.
Kick it.
Kick it?
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, well, I've already done this twice today, so why not? Third time's the charm, right?
Okay. You kick it. This one doesn't give at all. Like, it doesn't even bend. It's like you're kicking a solid wall.
Is this even wood? I'm gonna compare the texture of the door to the wall around it.
Yeah, it looks like wood. The door, the stone.
It looks
itself is
like,
very
but does
aged.
it feel like it?
You press your hand against it. Yeah, it feels like wood. You can feel all the little, tiny little, sort of like textured grains of wood across your thumb. It feels like wood.
I'll cast knock on it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Chris says I thought I'd back out of the room.
Okay. Make a. Just make an intelligence check. Add your proficiency modifier.
Okay. +4, I guess.
Okay. All right. So. You cast knock, and this loud, echoing thud begins to just rumble throughout the rest of this ruin. When you cast knock, it's almost like as if the door is resisting your attempt, which shouldn't be happening with your spell. And as you sort of focus the spell more and more, it's like you're resisting fighting against something on an arcane level, but you do succeed. So I can.
Oh wow. That was hard. That was hard to do.
Well, it's a hard knock life.
Oh.
Well, the honors is all yours, Christostomus.
Yeah, I'll enter the room then.
Okay. So as you enter the room, you can visibly see the door is shaking, like it's still fighting your attempt. As you walk in, you can feel the door begin to win, like it's beginning to resist your effect and it's beginning to close. But you are inside the room. and the door is closing. What would you like to do?
Riley's gonna try and intercept the door close.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
I'm just gonna use strength.
Okay, make a strength check.
What's this like an unbreakable arrow there?
Where is right here?
As you sort of put your hands up against the door, ready to intercept it, it hits you with the force of a car. As it's as like you aren't even there. As it begins to just slam shut, you get flung a little bit backwards.
Strong fucking door that was.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as your forearms take most of the shock as the door just slams closed, leaving another big thudding echo. As Chris, you are currently inside the room. Doesn't seem to be a way out that you can see unless you want to cast a spell, but you are inside the room.
Okay.
While he's in there, I'm gonna go to the room right across and see if maybe we do need to separate for this to do something.
What do you see in there, mate? I saw something slabby looking.
Yeah, what do I see in here?
Okay, I will. Okay, you didn't hear Riley. It's completely. It's like it's as if you can hear your heartbeat. This room is quiet as shit.
Oi, Chris. Hello?
Yeah, you can hear the knocking a little bit, but you don't hear any words. Just knocking.
I think we lost him.
I will send you. Okay. So, Chris is locked in a room. What will the rest of you like to do?
I'm going in this room across the hall.
Okay.
Sure, you can
Yeah,
teleport out. I'll just wait for him here.
I'm following Zero.
Okay. Following Zero into the same room.
I
Okay.
think we should separate. I'm kind of interested to see because there are 4 rooms. I'm interested to see what happens if we all just separate into our own rooms.
I mean, I guess worst comes to worst, I can teleport out as well. Sure, fine.
I think
Okay.
I'm screwed, but okay.
Okay. As you all step into your respective rooms. Okay. The door you walk into shuts.
To be expected.
Okay. Hold on. But the door ahead of you opens.
So you're not going to be stubborn this time, eh? Riley's going to knock on the door in front of him.
Okay.
We good?
You said it.
Yeah,
doesn't
the door,
open.
the door that you just walked through closes, but the door that was locked that Chris knocked through opens up.
All
So you
right,
can
I'll step,
visibly
I'll
see it.
step in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will not
put
fully
my head
enter the
in.
room, but like keep like a foot in the door so it can't just close.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke my head in first.
Okay. All right. So check your DMs, all of you. Let me just.
Simon sliding into the DMs.
Damn, guys, what if we die here?
Time to bust out the backup character sheets.
What a silly way to die. Oh no.
Hopefully you can read that. It's sort of sending oddly. Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. Yep.
So the slab in front of me, does it open? Is there
Yeah,
like
solid
is it
slab.
just a solid slab? Okay.
Wait, Simon, at the bottom of my passage there, is that supposed to say that? The name it says there, or is that just cropped wrong?
In bold?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's written on your slab.
Oh.
Can I shout to like everyone else? And can people hear me? Like if I shout, can you guys hear me? Any response?
As you shout, can you hear me? Riley, Chris, you don't notice. Zero, the sort of green object on your slab begins to light up as you hear those words.
Can I cast message? Does message still work from here? Because it goes through walls. It's not supposed to be sight either. It's just I can just cast it and send it to Jenna.
Okay. As you cast message, you roughly know where Jenna is. No response.
And the spell's not getting through to her?
No. But you
Okay.
did hear Jenna say, "Can you hear me?"
Okay.
from within the room that you're peeking through.
I want to yell Jenna's name back and see if she hears me.
Jenna, you hear Zero yell back from that little green object that's on your slab.
Zero, I see a green crystal on a stand, on gold, like gold metal, and I have like a quill, an ink, a stone slab, and it's asking me, "What am I?" Do you have something similar?
Hold on. Something similar, yeah. Simon, the mark that's the size of a hand, how is it the size of my hand or does it look like a smaller hand?
Sorry? The little swirling thing?
I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess. It's not like a, never mind, 'cause it's not like a handprint, right? It's just the size of the hand.
Yeah.
Okay, never
It's about the size of a hand, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Check your DMs. Some of you.
If I can still talk to Zero, I'm gonna say, let's meet back out into the center. Let's see if we can hear from the others. We can come back, I hope.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Jana's instructions and try to step
Okay.
out of the room. It'll let me
Okay.
come back out.
Okay, yep. So you step out of the room. Nothing seems to change. You step back into the room you sort of came through. The doors to the hallway is still closed.
Ah, that's right.
It won't open?
No.
I guess I'm going to try to figure out what to do with this then, and I will
Okay.
step all the way into the room.
Okay.
Can we? I almost. This almost feels weird. I almost want to enter like a private voice chat with Misty, because it feels like we have to solve this together.
I mean, I think there's 4 parts to this, and I don't think I don't know,
No, you
I
guys
don't-
just can do your thing for now.
because I just said I stepped into the room, so I'm not gonna backtrack on that. So, I'm going to try to see what I can do with my piece here. Because mine is not exactly like yours, Jenna. It's similar, but it's I don't have the ink quill and all that. I don't know.
Okay, well, Jana, I think
What-
asked like, "What do you have?" I think we need to put the pieces together to figure this out.
Simon, does anything here look removable? Like, can I pick up anything?
That little stand with a green crystal, you can pick it up. But other than that, yeah.
Okay.
There's that other weird mark on the slab too.
For the sake of figuring out this puzzle, can we like pause time a little bit and not like hit midnight yet? I don't know. I know we don't have like unlimited time, but I'm trying to do that.
What's in your room, Misty?
I don't know if I can still say it because I don't know. Simon hasn't said anything, but I told him I stepped into the room completely. So I don't know if the door closed behind me. But I don't know if I can keep communicating. He hasn't said anything, so I don't know.
Sorry, just a lot of moving parts here.
I don't want to metagame.
I think I understand what's going on. That doesn't help me understand what the goal here is, though.
Yeah, we can't really communicate anything. But
Okay, sorry. Jenna, Zero. What was going on there?
I think
No,
we're just
I-
clarifying if Zero can still communicate with Jana.
Yeah. So
Right.
So like you guys can hear each other seemingly. You can sort of pinpoint the source of the sound to those sort of green crystals in that stand.
the sound's coming from the crystals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. I thought I still had the door open and I was like talking to Jana through the walls. Okay, my bad.
Nope.
What's in your room, Zero?
Should we be separated from the boys or something?
That's what I was. Simon said stay here. So.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys are separated, it would be impossible to keep up. So
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then I guess I will kind of read off of what Simon has for me here. Yeah, on the altar is a green crystal that's been attached to a vertical stand made of gold metal. It produces a soft green light and glows brighter and dimmer erratically. There's also a strange black mark on the altar about the size of a hand. It swirls and shifts slightly it swirls and shifts slightly like ink in water, but remains in the same relative position. There's also a stone slab on the altar that has writing on it. The writing is in infernal. It reads, "In contest, I draw points. In entertainment, I draw crowds." And then it's Anna.
Oh. Oh wait, it says my name.
What is
Oh,
it?
wait.
Wait, what?
wait, I think we at the bottom. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was like, Simon, is that supposed to be there? Because I just didn't know if that was right.
No, I just fucked up.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Don't-
wait. So
and then
you
forget
also
that.
have a green crystal,
Yeah.
and then you have a what's the deal with the hand? What was it?
It's just a black mark on the altar the size of a hand. It's not the shape of a hand. I thought that too. It swirls and shifts slightly like ink in water, but remains the same in the same relative position.
Like ink. Okay, well I have ink.
What do you tell me what yours says?
You enter the room that's just open to you. There's not much in it as you turn to see and see a sizable stone altar with a few oddities. On the altar is a green crystal that's been attached to a vertical stand made of a golden metal. It produces a soft green light and glows brighter and dimmer erratically. There's also a bright yellow parchment paper with a quill and inkwell nearby. There's also a stone slab on the altar that has writing on it. The writing isn't giant. It reads, "What am I?"
Ooh,
So we
okay,
feel
I see.
connected. Like we have something with ink. I think I have the final
We have
piece.
it.
I think I have the
Okay.
final piece of like I need to do something, but I need to know something from you guys. Can you try to talk to anyone else using your crystal?
Yeah, I mean, the lads are seem to be out of it right now.
Speaking of, well, for purposes of simplicity, lads,
So,
how's it going over there?
you already know how it's going over here.
Are we all DMing? Okay.
I'll say,
What's going on with the lads? Cue us in.
yeah, lads, what you doing? I was gonna have people mute, but fuck it.
Am I communicating with Chris?
You got the words in that piece of paper you have. Whether it's Chris or not, that's up to you. It's a pretty safe assumption.
I'll write on the paper. Chris was here.
You see on the paper, Chris was here.
Riley does?
Yeah.
Okay,
Chris, on your paper, you see Riley was here.
I tell him, right, if there's a mark on we're in your room.
Oh, well, now that we're communicating directly, yeah, there's writing in Elvish, and it says, "I am without end, yet empty inside."
Write the message I found in Draconic. I'll translate it.
Okay. So Chris, he writes out on his paper. It reads, the words come up, "Newfound love I bind, and newfound death I mark."
Death or doth?
Death, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and all the writings you've done so far have stayed on the paper. It's like a chat log, pretty much, at this point.
What do you think the others are doing? Send message.
Maybe the same thing.
Is there anything else in this room?
For you, other than the paper and the writing, no.
Hmm.
I'll say write down your if you have a symbol.
I mean, I have the black inky hand. Is that count as a symbol?
You have it written on the paper that was described.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try and touch it.
You don't have the black inky stuff on your step.
Oh.
Like,
He does. Okay.
I'm gonna deafen while I figure this out with Josie because I don't.
Okay.
I can't think with you guys talking.
Okay.
Right. I'm just going to write on Riley's hand then the stone slab thing.
Riley's hand?
Yeah.
Right on Riley's hand?
Right on his hand.
Okay, with the ink?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, clarification. So Riley, you have that paper and the ink. That's pretty much all you have in your room, and it's on top of a stone slab. So you're just gonna write. What are you writing on your hand?
The thing that the stone slab says.
Okay. Yep. So you write that on your hand.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and. Is this door still open?
Still open. The one ahead of you still closed.
I walk through.
Okay. You walk through.
Nothing. I walk again.
Okay. You're pretty much at the door.
I knock on this door.
Sounds solid.
Well, you're not really giving me much else to work with here.
Chris, what you doing?
I'm gonna go up to the slab and I'm just gonna, feel around.
Okay. Yeah. So on your slab, you have the paper and quill and ink, and you'll also have this weird swirling black mark on the slab, about the size of a hand.
What happens if I touch the swirling black mark?
Hopefully Misty sees that. As you touch the swirling black mark, you're expecting to feel like a solid piece of slab, like stone, like the rest of the slab. But as you sort of put your hand through it, it actually just goes through. Okay. 0. As you're sort of pondering what to do from that sort of black swirling ink stuff on the slab, a hand comes through.
Oh.
Yep. Kind of bluish tint in color.
What do you mean it comes through? Like it just shows up, or is it like physically coming out? What do you mean?
It's because it's like coming out of it's just like this swirling ink is completely opaque, and just from it, a hand comes up. Like physically.
It's a fucked up glory hole. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I will. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think I understood the first time that you explained it. Is it like a flat hand, or is it like a 3-dimensional hand coming off of the thing?
It's a 3-dimensional hand coming out of this
Oh,
thing.
I don't like that. And it's just like resting there, like open-handed.
Yeah. Chris, what you doing?
I'm just, feeling around.
Yeah. I just feeling like you don't really touch anything. 0, you see this, it started doing like circles and swirls.
Ew. I will touch the hand back, I guess. Like very hesitantly reach forward and touch the hand.
Okay. Yep. Chris, you feel something touch your hand.
Ew.
What does it feel like?
It feels like someone just like something like poking your hand.
When the hand moves, I jerk back and I just audibly say ew.
I'm gonna take my my wand, pointy six of funsies, and hold it, and then put it into there again.
The Zero, you watch the hand retreat, and then after about 3 seconds, a wand with a hand holding the wand peeks out. It looks pretty similar to Chris's wand.
On my end? Yeah. Can I grab it? Like, what happens if I try to take it? Like, slowly?
Yeah, you can grab it, physically grab it. Chris, you feel something tug on the wand.
Oh, I cast Firebolt.
No, you
Make an attack roll with a disadvantage because you're attacking blind.
I don't hear him, right? Like, am I still like audio connected to Jana?
Seemingly, yeah.
just
Jana, you're sort of hearing this exchange, yeah.
Oh,
I think that hits.
Like, what the fuck? Can I? Okay, is there anything that would give me any indication that this thing is about to attack me? Like as I'm pulling my hand back.
As you sort of, it's doing some motions, and you can sort of see visibly like sparks beginning to come out of the tip of this wand.
What's going on over there?
Time to try to back up from it.
It rolled for it. Chris rolled for attack already.
God damn it,
Okay, as you sort of just, Chris, you're sort of just pointing. Roll for damage. Okay.
But Zero's the red
uncanny
tiefling,
dodge.
so
Uncanny dodge, and also you're resistant to fire, I believe. So that is 4 points of fire damage. It sort of just barely grazes your cheek, and it heats up a little bit, but relatively unharmed.
What's going on over there?
I recognize it's Chris's wand, right?
It looks like Chris's wand. It has a blue tint like Chris's hand.
I'm gonna yell at Jana and say, something that looks like Chris's wand is attacking me with fire. I don't think I would know that it was.
That's
really
probably
him.
just regular
It looks
Chris,
like
right?
him.
Kick the hand.
I want to try to yank the wand again. Like I want to jerk it out of his hand, or like no, not jerk it back. I want to like slam my hand down on it like a whack-a-mole and just like make it go back out the other end so it gets out. If
Okay.
it like the is still the tip.
Yeah, just make a strength check.
Strength check.
Chris, make a strength check.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I hate you. Oh thank god.
Yep. Yeah, Zero, you just like still in panic, just slowly bashing this hand into this like weird ephemeral hole that it came out of, and as you're just bashing and bashing, your hand slips through just a little bit into this hole. Chris, you see the tips of red fingers peek out from your side.
Once my hand goes through, I'm gonna flip him off, and then I'm gonna put my hand back.
Gives you the middle finger, Chris.
And I pull my hand back.
I poke it.
Zero, you feel a poke on your hand,
Disgusting. I pull my hand back.
and it becomes a swirling mist, like just mark on the slab once more.
Me and Jana were trying to figure out what ours was. Jana, did you tell him the answer? That we came
No,
up with?
so I want to try. So before I write anything on the parchment, can I just like in the corner like do a little scribble and see what happens?
Just on the
Parchment.
okay, just a normal scribble.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just scribble in the corner. About 4 seconds pass, and the ink begins to fade.
Okay, I'm gonna try to write something. Did anything happen on your end, Zero, when I did that?
Did
No.
anything happen?
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna try to write the word arrow.
Arrow?
Yep.
Okay. You write arrow. About 3 seconds pass, the ink fades.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write on my paper the message that I see in Draconic. I'll translate it just to common.
Okay.
and I'll put it through the whole thing.
Okay. 0. You see a very familiar blue tinted hand holding a piece of parchment through your side.
I angrily snatch it.
Okay. You get what looks like a chat log from seemingly Riley and Chris. It says shit like, Jesus, hold on. It says shit like, sorry, I ran out of fish earlier, so I can't fill you up. I just ran out of fish, so it also says chaos will ensue. You sound an alarming amount like my colleague. He's in the room over from me. You get a description of like black swirly ink marks. You also get, Riley, did you write down what it says?
I did. I sent it to Chris.
Okay. So you write down, you also see various other phrases that don't make sense, but it also says, I am without end, yet empty inside. And at the very end, with this written by itself, that's the last piece, is newfound love I bind and new felt death I mark.
Can you say those all again? I am without
Yeah,
end.
can I get that written down somewhere? Can you put it in the chat or something?
Okay, let me just attempt to copy stuff with my...
Yeah, as I take the note, I'll read this out loud to Jenna.
Okay, I'm assuming, and then the last part is what am I? I am without end, yet empty inside. Newfound love I bind, and new filled death I mark. In contest I draw points, in entertainment I draw crowds. What am I?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess I will tell Jenna through the thing to... Because the guys haven't seen our part of it yet until now, right?
No.
Seemingly, yeah. The guys have been fumbling around themselves over there for a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna yell through the crystal thing that I'm gonna tell Jana, write down our hints of this puzzle so far and put it in that hole.
What?
You have the paper.
Yeah.
0.
Wait, I'm saying for Jana to take the parts that we have on ours. I thought Jana has paper on her in her room, a paper and an ink-quill, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying if Chris just put his like part of the puzzle in on his piece of paper through my little portal thing here, I'm telling Jana to use her piece of paper to give Riley.
No, I don't have
part of the
any.
hint.
You're the only one I communicate with. I don't have any access to Riley or Chris.
You don't have anything?
No, it's
Okay,
just the
I'm
crystal
sorry. I just
and
figured you did.
And I think I need to
Fuck,
write
okay.
the answer to the riddle. That's what I need to do.
Okay, sorry, that's my bad. I just assumed Jana was connected to Riley then.
Nope, I'm only connected to you, baby.
I guess I will have read this out loud to Jana then. I will then I guess yeah, if Chris and Riley haven't seen my part of the
Yeah, send your part, and I guess with the addition of what am I at the end, and send it back down the chain, and see if we can.
I don't have paper in mind though, right, Simon?
No, you have the paper. You don't have like ink or
I don't
anything.
have. Okay.
You don't have anything on your person?
I mean, I don't have a pin written down in my inventory. No, I'm gonna stick my hand through the hole and just with the piece of paper and kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to stick my hand through the hole with the piece of paper first, like to show Chris I have the paper. Then I'm going to take my hand back and put the empty hand back in and tell him to. I'm just gonna like give it a hand motion, like give it to me, like the pin or something. That's what I'm asking for. But I don't know if he can get that from what I'm trying to say to him.
Chris, make an intelligence check.
Okay. Just regular.
Yep. Yeah, with the hand motions and like the writing motions with the hand, you gather that 0 probably wants a quill. Something to write with.
Oh. Yeah, I'll send whatever I have, little thing.
Okay. Yep. So eventually, 0 on your side, you see an ink quill and a quill, or inkwell and a quill inside of it, just emerge ceremoniously from the from this strange portal.
Okay. I'm just going to use it just to write down, I guess, mine and Jana's parts of the puzzle and then write it on the same piece of paper
Okay.
and back to him, just so him and Riley also know what's
Okay.
going on.
Yep. So, Chris, you get the paper back and you get the full riddle, seemingly. Riley, you're just watching this new ink appear on the paper you already have in front of you, and you also
I
have it as
actually
well.
am not doing that. I am waiting for this door to open.
Okay, as you're standing there.
Yeah,
just
I have
waiting
no
for the
idea
door.
what the fuck's going on.
Wait, Riley doesn't
Unless
have
there's a
anything?
unless there's an audio cue for all this, in which case he'd probably pop back in.
No, you're just
Yeah, then he
Very
has
silent.
no idea. No idea.
Is everything written there the whole thing?
well, actually, not the whole thing, but I'll add the last part, which is just
I think-
very simple.
Yeah.
I think I know what the answer is. I don't know who to give it to. I don't know what to.
I think just say it to the group.
I mean, I can only. I guess I'm just speaking to Jana. I don't want to like metagame. I'm just gonna yell, not yell, whisper, speak into the crystal thing and just tell Jana. I think the answer is a ring.
Hmm.
Worth a try. Jana will write ring on the parchment.
Okay. As you write ring with the ink, 3 seconds pass, and the paper burns. It fizzles and turns into ash. As all the doors, if I can select the right button. Okay.
Is the death one for like whom the bell tolls? Is that how it's a ring? Like a bell ringing?
Tree ring. Okay,
With just
as-
stars. Sorry, go ahead.
As you all exit, if you want to. You keep right, Jana, you can see Riley. Riley, you can see Jana.
Friend.
I'm not sure what happened in there. I was just having a small little conversation back and forth with Chris, and well, I guess the door opened.
Okay. I'm assuming you all exit.
Yes, and when I see Chris,
Yep.
I punch him.
Make an attack
Okay.
roll, strength check.
Square in the face. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
I think that misses. As her hand collides uselessly
Yeah.
against his mage armor. Solid punch though, just with magic blocking it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize something was trying to take my wand.
As you all exit, you all hear very two loud, large metallic pings from sort of in between the rooms in those weird, small dead-end hallways.
What time is it, Mr. Fox?
Checking, it's probably about 11:45, but 46.
It's not bad.
Guys been there for a little
Okay.
bit, but you know, thinking pause time.
Thinking
Pings,
quick.
huh?
The answer, okay, to clue you guys all in, I think this was a multi-part riddle that we all took part in, whether or not we all knew it. And the end solution was a ring. Like, that was the combining force, and that was the solution. There's some rings in that suit of armor, like the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Something
as-
wasn't
None
going
of
to
you
the
wanted to take, might I add.
Yeah, you all hear large metallic pings from like these that area. That area. Just looking in, you see two large golden hoops laying on the floor, just very unceremoniously at the end of each.
I grab mine over here.
Riley's taking it as well.
Okay,
Are
Riley
these-
and Zero.
My map totally
Are these
fucked up.
identical to the ones from that room?
They look pretty similar.
What do you think? Maybe we give these up to the statues in the center room there.
Yeah, I think we know to go. We need to go get the other two.
Do we?
It's
Yeah,
everything's
there's
four
four.
here. I think it's.
That's
I think we need to
true,
get the
yeah.
other ones. Okay, we got no time to kill. Let's face our fears.
Alright, you scaredy
What
cats.
if we
Let's go in the world.
What if we
Face our
all
fears.
grab together grab one ring, like all four of us? What if our combined? Okay, this is metagaming. This is not what Jana's saying. Like, what if it's our combined, wisdom saving throw? I think
Like when we try to
one
pick one up at
It's
the
too
same
much for
time?
one. Okay, here's what Jana's saying. It's too much for one person, but if we all can grab a ring, like we'll share the time knife vision, and it won't be as bad.
Like you're talking about like when we remove them from the rope.
Yes. So when we
Is
try
it
to
possible-
tie it, we should all try to do it at once.
I'm fine with trying that.
Let's
I
at
don't
least
see
try it.
anything
I
wrong.
got nothing else to like. I think that makes Let's try it.
Yeah.
Would it
I
be
think that-
possible to push past like the wisdom save and be like, oh well, I've seen these things and I truly believe that they will happen if I do this, but I have to do it.
Let's all just
Would
try
that
it. We got.
Mm.
Let's do all of them at once. Like many methods
Yeah,
at
let's
once.
Zero's already
I think-
rushing over there.
I think we should all do it together.
Well, keep going
Okay.
then.
So we got the 2 rings from these rooms, right? And then we're gonna.
Probably just move us all at once, huh?
Yep. It's just kind of
Okay,
difficult
I'll
when everyone's
stop.
moving.
I'm sorry, let me
Too
I'll
late.
stop this.
Okay, we'll stop moving my token.
Oh, everyone sounded kind of robotic.
Really?
Jana was.
Oh.
I think
That's
the
okay.
20's freaking out on me. That's why.
No, we're good. Go. You're back. Ooh. Okay. Well, as you make it back to this room, seemingly this is just one big, large loop. Okay, so you have the top room and the bottom room to go with, too.
Would Riley have advantage if he tried this, since he knows that the horrific sights are an inevitability of trying to approach this?
Hmm.
Well, are we doing this all together, or is it just
Yeah.
going to be me?
Yeah, I don't see the harm.
I say
Yeah,
let's try it all at
I'll help.
once, and in your mind say that you know it's inevitable that this has to happen. Like we'll just do both methods at the same time.
Okay.
All right,
So-
squad, ready to end the world?
Okay, so is everyone trying to tie it at the same time?
I
Yep.
think so, yeah.
Yeah. I would
Okay.
say so.
All right. Okay, so everyone make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
Wait, do I get advantage still?
Technically, yeah.
I'll just
Yeah,
roll
you
it
didn't take
then.
any damage, that's right.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, so Chris, as you approach, as you all approach, and begin to reach for this rope, you begin to see visions of the most horrific things, your deepest, darkest fears that you probably didn't even know you had even. But then you see the sort of shadowed figures of your companions next to you, and they begin to brighten a little bit. And as they do, you begin to see just the regular stone bricks around them, sort of dispelling the illusion a little bit, as you all put your hands on the knot together and begin untying it. 20 seconds of untying. The ring falls free as Janet, the door behind you closes, very similar to what happened last time. As you take the, who wants to take the large ring?
I believe Zero and Riley already have one.
Okay.
I guess I'll take it.
All right. Okay, so Chris, as you reach, undeterred by the images flashing in your head, you begin to just power through it and take the ring. And upon doing so, the fate. And you can see the runic inscriptions again. And the door behind Jana closes in a manner very similar to what happened last time. You begin to hear creaking and shuffling on the other side of the door. And eventually the heavy footsteps of unarmored boots and gauntlets just picking themselves up off the floor after being completely vandalized by Jana earlier. You hear rhythmic marching getting louder and louder, getting closer and closer to the door, then quieter and quieter. A few moments pass. The footsteps occasionally return, increasing and decreasing in volume, until eventually the sound becomes louder and louder again, with dozens of footfalls approaching, and then quieter and quieter again. Eventually the sound deadens, and the door opens up.
Jana, like Looney Tunes style, like pokes her head out and kind of like looks one way, turns her head the other way. Like is anything afoot out there?
Looking around, don't see anything out of the ordinary from your position.
Just gonna sprint, just gun it to the other door.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow her so I can help her.
Okay. You notice all the armor pieces, armors are upright and in their positions again.
Oh god. Okay, what time is it, Mr. Fox?
About 11:50ish.
Okay, quick. Last
We did it
rain.
once.
Last rain, let's do it.
Nothing
guys.
bad happened. Let's do it again.
Same
Okay.
thing with
When
the
you hit
saving
one-
throws.
Yep. Wisdom saving throws.
God.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay. Once again, as you all power through, Zero, you're still a little bit shaken up from the images you saw last time you approached this, but you can also begin to see your companions next to you, and these sort of visions begin to dispel as you begin to see where you actually are rooted in reality. As you all, very similar story, untie this knot as well. And the large golden hoop tied by this rope loosens up. And I'm assuming Zero, you take it. Or Janet, you take it.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, the door closes, and you hear the marching of footsteps. You actually hear one distinctive screeching. With a lot slower. As the footsteps and screeching begin to increase and decrease in volume for about a couple seconds, a minute or so, before returning, and the large screeching still there, a little bit more present than the other ones. As the door, Jesus. Jesus. Okay. As the door opens and you see one suit of armor slowly dragging itself across the floor
I hide.
and eventually makes its way back to this room.
If Jana sees that, she's gonna whisper to Zero, "You should probably give its foot back."
No, fuck that.
Okay, well let's wait to the end. We're not done with this yet. Okay, we got the reins. I think we go to the pillars next.
Yes, let's run. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm
The
not
other
gonna
suits
touch
of
my
armor.
token. Simon, move us.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
good
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
I got you. Everyone, line up. Single file line, please. And you all approach back here. Oh, whoops, I took some suits of armor with me. Return punch. Okay. Okay, I got you. You just phase through the fucking...
Okay, I'm going to my designated pillar.
I'm also going to.
I'm not sure the pillars want these, but I could be
I
wrong.
think so. And then we're gonna put the rings around them, right?
No, we can't put the rings
No,
around them.
I
There's no way to
thought
do
that we were
that.
putting the rings on the fucking statues. The suits of
Mm,
armor.
What do the suits of armor look like again? Like where? Wait,
They have their hands out.
now, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
that's
Oh, do we
exactly
do
what-
our rings?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'll do the same with Riley.
Okay.
Before I put mine on,
Oh, God.
I do want to check the rings that we got, the one that Riley and Zero have,
Okay.
just to see the inscriptions if there are any.
Okay, yeah, they're very similar, like arcane sigils. Looks like the other half of this equation. They're actually the same equation. Just piecing together what you know, this looks, yeah, it's conjuration magic, specifically of creating a form of life. How that'll manifest, you're not sure, but that's what these rings seem to indicate.
Okay. I'll just put my ring on the hand then.
Okay. As you put one of the rings into the hand of the suit of armor, you let go. And the moment that you don't have any contact with this ring, almost like it's magnetized. It loops around the hand of the armor and up where the forearm would be, almost wears it like bracelet. The runic inscriptions around the ring begin to glow a bright blue and then fades as it slowly rotates around the arm of this armor. As you all put the hoops on the arms, all the hoops begin to shoot onto the forearms, one for each arm of this suit of armor. All the hoops slowly rotating around these, the wrists, the forearms of this suit of armor, glowing slightly. All the hoops are placed. They begin to rotate faster and faster, the glow beginning to glow brighter and brighter. The grinding of the hoops around the metal plates of this armor creating yellow sparks. After a few seconds, the yellow of the sparks begin to turn a shade of blue. The sparks stop being flung outwards, but instead get sucked into the center of its hollow chest like a magnet. The sparks don't lose their glow. There's a growing ball of blue sparks beginning to amass more and more until it stops looking like a collection of sparks and instead like a large, roaring blue fire. The flame expands and spreads, filling the gap of the armor like flesh as the metal plates begin to shift and float, becoming formless, unbound by gravity. The flames burst downward through where the legs should be. Instead, it's just a gout of blue flames as the two sets of armor begin to hover gently. The heat gets a little bit hot as Jenna, Chris, you back up a little bit. As
Oh.
the armors turn towards the four of you. What would you like to do?
Bow.
Riley will say in Elvish, "Are you friend or are you foe?"
Almost in response, the armor returns towards you, Riley, as you say that, and sort of spreads their arm out in almost like a hug. But then one of the fists raises and flies forward with surprising speed and plants its large iron fist into the stonework beneath you, enough force to crack the bricks you stand on, before retreating back to where it was, as they both assume a very similar stance. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Jesus.
Okay, and we'll take a break
I
after that too.
Okay.
All right. So, I'll say there was a little lull between that fist punch into the ground that you guys can move your movement for free without taking anything. It's just for now, just to position myself for battle.
no, this is fine.
Okay. All right.
I just walk away.
Okay.
I just leave.
Yep. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? If we can technically move for free, I want to be like a little bit, like peeking out around the curve.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, first things first.
I'm sorry, Simon. Am I also able to pop Georgie out of this time, or would you want me to wait till make that my action on my turn?
I'll say that's your action.
Okay,
Yeah. Speaking of, it is your turn. You want to pop Giorgio up?
I sure do.
Okay. Bear is on the field.
Bear
Yeah.
approaching.
Do you need me to roll his initiative?
Do you plan on dismounting him at any point of the battle?
I mean, I don't plan to, but
Yeah, just in case. Never know. Okay, I'll just place him right. That's wrong. There we go.
and if I can,
Okay.
bonus action, Hunter's Mark the guy closest to us.
Will do. Hunter's Mark is active as you mark that one as your prey.
Yeah.
Okay, happy where you are?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Riley, your go. It is currently, that's the one that fist punched the ground.
In which case, let's go with. What does this do? I'm going to say, you know, for the whole place that values the power of Ford so much, I only see two of you here. Do you really think you can beat us like this? Respectful mockery.
Okay. Is that it? Needs to make a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a DC. It's just my wisdom, I believe. So DC, what charisma would be? Well, my charisma modifier. Da. I believe it's my DC, so it'd be DC 17.
What save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, cool.
Or take 1d4 psychic. I believe vicious mockery. Is vicious mockery one that levels up? I don't remember.
All cantrips, most cantrips should theoretically.
So it's 1d4 right now. What is it? What does it happen? What am I at right now? Spell
you should be at
when you reach.
3d4.
Oh, yeah, 3d4 now.
Yeah. And also, disadvantage on next tag roll it makes towards the end of this next turn. Okay. It fails, so roll for damage.
Right. Just 3d4.
Mm-hmm. Theoretically, you can just click on Vicious Mockery as well, and it'll automatically do all the stuff. But that'll work as well. All right, 9 psychic damage as you throw out those words, and seemingly something rattles inside of it more than just the metal plates rattling around. Its bones are rattling, but seemingly has an effect. Yes.
That was action, right? Yeah, okay. In which case, I'm going to use my bonus action to coat in. Ooh, I gotta be real careful here. I lied. I'm going to bonus action Inspire 0.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Okay, it's your turn, Chris. You go.
Okay. I think I'll summon Fiend.
Okay. What type?
I think I'll do let's see. Yeah, I'll do the demon.
Okay, so it does not have a flying speed. What level are you casting this at? Just regular.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Spell level, so 18. Okay, stats in place. Okay, and it acts at the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, so that's your action. So you have your bonus action if you have something to do with it.
I think that's it for now. I'll stay there.
Okay. Describe me what the demon looks like. It has no wings, probably has claws and bites, teeth.
Yeah, I imagine it kind of like a black creature, like a kind of kind of maybe like sharp claws and sharp teeth, and kind of maybe kind of like the Nargacuga, but like in humanoid form.
Sure. So you watch as Chris, almost from this inky black darkness, only dimly lit by these strange glowing blue fire constructs. From the darkness, a almost panther-like creature covered in sharp quills, huge rows of razor-sharp teeth, and these almost like barbed claws that have like serrated edges begins to rise, almost blending in with the darkness. Okay, at the end of your turn, it acts. What would you like it to do?
I'd like it to do like a bite attack on it.
Okay. About the same, the only thing it can do, so yeah. Against this one, or?
Yeah, the one that's in front of it.
Okay. Or take all the spells. Yep, so make 3 bite attacks. 2 of those hit, so roll for damage. Oops, okay, it's 31 total damage. Okay. As this panther-like creature just pounces, it sort of grapples onto the side of this construct and just chomps down into where its shoulder would be. As it does, the fangs sort of tickle the fire as it almost turns it black and almost spreads through this weird amorphous flame body that it has. But it manages to shrug it off, throw it off, and currently in a standoff with this creature. All right, Georgia's mounted. Zero, what you doing?
I'm going to hop in. If I hop in right here, are me and Riley flanking?
You are.
Okay. I'm gonna make 2 dagger attacks then.
Okay. All right, that'll all be at advantage.
Oh,
Both it.
should I roll again just in case I get a 20? Not 20?
Sure. Yeah, good.
We're good.
All right, so roll for damage for both.
And then I want to go ahead and use my last charge from the Truth Seer to do what was it? Mind overload?
Okay, so I believe that's 3d8 per charge. Nasty. Okay. You also get sneak attack as well. Okay, so
That's my turn.
okay. Wait, one of those numbers isn't right. What the fuck? Huh. Okay. I don't know why like custom attacks always get fucked up, but roll for damage for the truth seer again, because that was the wrong number. There we go. Okay. Sounds. Alright, 37 total damage.
Nice.
Okay, I sort of just sneak out from behind that pillar and just stab it both into its where its rump would be. Twister penetrates pretty deeply in between the gaps and strikes this very firm, now that you discover, flaming body. It is kind of hot, but it's not uncomfortably so for you. The normal mundane dagger you have, as you try to plunge it in
Hello?
as deep as... Hello? 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 Oh boy. Hello?
Whoa.
I think I'm back
Hello?
now.
Okay.
Nice.
Or not. I can't
Hello?
hear anything.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh no.
He really needs to get this sorted out.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
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 Hello.
Hello? Oh boy.
Oh no.
No. Imagine this is happening in the fight. Like Chris is just shouting "hello," like facing a wall. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm finally here. Okay.
Oh,
And what a wild ride.
We need to figure out what's wrong with your equipment. Okay. Yeah. So as you try to plunge your normal dagger into its body, it's almost like it's magnetized away and it's almost being repelled slightly. Doesn't go in as deep as you'd like, but you do damage. That your turn. You want to end? You want to go somewhere else?
Hold on. I guess I will just stay like this for now.
Okay. It is now its turn.
It does have disadvantage on next attack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember I have.
Disadvantage next attack before its end of its next turn. Oops, where am I? Okay.
That looks scary.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So Zero and Riley, everyone really. You see the one in front of you sort of just rotate its whole torso, independently of its waist. As it does, the rings on its forearm begin to fly out and sort of glide across the floor of the of this chamber you're in. As it does, it leaves this giant, huge blue wall of flame completely encircling you before it's sort of flies back to its wrist and returns to its original position. That's a big wall of flame, what that circle is. Okay. This one is going to punch the demon. I think only one of those hit. So it takes 38 points of damage.
Okay.
I'll mark that down. Okay. So it has 12 hit points left. As it misses one attack, as the Narga Kuga that you summoned pretty much is sort of a little bit too agile before it uses that momentum, grabs one of its hands, and just punches it directly in the face as you watch this big burst of magical energy also explode from it.
Was that damage like magical?
14 points if it was.
I think
Actually, all of it
gets-
was.
I think it gets magical resistance.
Yeah, sorry. All of the yeah, it's all magical. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the demon gets magical resistance.
That's against spells and magical effects, not damage.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, never mind then.
Okay. This one's also going to rotate about there. I believe that is their turn. Jenna, your go.
Oh, do I even see the one I hunter's marked anymore?
Not really, no.
Using
You
my
saw it
hunter's
shift
mark?
to your right.
Can I?
You know
where it
it's.
is?
Yeah, you can peek on and you saw it shift from there, if you can see that, to the north of the map,
Okay,
technically,
it
pretty
is
much.
literally my sign of vision. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna temporary. If I know that I'm not in range there, I want to pop out, shoot an arrow, and I will use a What does this thing look like? It's made out of metal.
Yep. Metal and fire.
Something tells me a poison arrow won't help and a fire arrow won't help, so I'll just use a regular arrow.
Okay. Roll for attack.
And the scene has acted already, right?
Yes, yes. That will barely hit, yes. Alright, 11 points of
Plus.
piercing damage.
Plus.
And Hunter's Mark.
God, roll 20. Okay.
17, not bad. As you find a weak spot in its armor, you manage to plunge one arrow through its gap. You can see it visibly go through the fire and almost take some of it with it as it pins itself to the ceiling before sort of the arrow burns to ash. All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Riley, here you go.
Indeed. What do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to brandish Tempest Retort and my funny Dagger of Venom and go for the double attack.
Okay.
1. Does that hit?
It does not.
2.
That does hit. Okay.
Now, hold on. Is that bonus damage guaranteed? Oh, how does this work again?
You have to use an action, I believe, to coat it with venom beforehand.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so that's just a regular attack, pretty much.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's my turn. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. As you miss with the Tempest Retort, it sort of just shifts in place, like completely sidestepping your attack as you spin around and plunge the dagger venom into its body. It does go a lot deeper, minus the +3 from the strength because it's the offhand attack. So that'd be 2, I believe, points of damage.
I'm helping.
Okay, are you gonna stay there?
Yep. I can't. Well, if I move, I attack of opportunity because I'm bonus actions already used. I'm good there.
All right. Chris, here you go.
I'm gonna move over here. If I
Okay.
if I think that's my limit.
30 feet, yep.
And I'm gonna use Pulse Wave, just at 3rd level.
Okay. What range is that? It doesn't matter. So you have to roll for damage. Constitution, okay. That's a fail. So it takes the full 17. And are you pushing or pulling?
Yeah, I'm pushing.
Okay. How far does it go?
15 feet.
Okay. So it gets pushed into the ring of fire. Doesn't seem very affected by it, though. But as you just walk up, run up, and just sort of place your hand on its chest and launch a huge concussive force against it as it gets pushed backwards, Jedi style. You can see some of the metal plates that it has shattered and is now just littering the floor near you. Some of its armor just bent inwards, crushed. All right. Okay, use your movement. Anything to do with your bonus action?
I think that's all. I'll
Okay.
just stay there. Yeah.
All right. Now the fiend's turn. It's going to run up and bite again.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming not within the fire.
Yeah, just right in front of it, I guess.
Right, so make 3 attacks with a bite. One of those hits.
17.
Okay. 19 points of pierce of necrotic. Okay.
Just to make sure the red token thing, that's Chris's demon thing he summoned, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. As it almost gets a little bit too close to the fire, as it just bites down on his hand, tears off some of the metal pieces, some of the chunks of fire inside of it too. All right, that's the end of its turn. It's not Zero. What you doing?
I'm gonna make another attack with my Truth Seer.
Okay.
I get advantage, right?
Yes. Both miss.
I use the inspiration Riley gave me.
You can actually. I think you still have that.
What is that? D6, D8?
D10, I believe.
Oh,
Right?
It's a
Oh,
D10, yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah.
20.
yes, that'll hit then.
And then for my bonus action, I would like to use one of my Unleash Incarnations charges.
Okay. Where are you
And I would
placing it?
like to summon it just to the left of our little setup here. Yeah, like that.
Okay. Okay, as you miss the magnetized dagger attack gets sort of repelled away, you just return back with another Truth Seer stab, and it plunges directly to where where its spine would be, quote unquote, to the hilt. All right, and the echo can't do anything right now. I think you just summon it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh, give me 1 second.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm gonna, after that, use my action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Oh, fuck, never mind. I can't do that because I fucking killed my echo. Never mind. I'll just stay there. That's fine.
Okay. So now these constructs' turn.
I'm not actually moving here, I just need to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I'll put in a role that, like, if you want, you can move your token one space to just see what's going on without using movement. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's going to make one attack against each of you, Zero and Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Being harried from both sides. This one's against Zero, one's against Riley. Okay. Zero, that is 36 points of damage. 21 to hit.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, so that goes down to 18. Okay, and next is 26 to hit. 23 points of damage for Riley.
RP dodge.
Okay, you try to dodge, but it's as you try to do like a sweet backflip, very familiar with backflips. It just sort of clobbers you midair. It's like pounds you straight into the ground like a nail as it sort of spins around using that momentum and try to swipe at you, Zero, as you actually do a backflip and avoid a little bit of it. It sort of clips you in the legs a little bit, sends you kind of tumbling, but avoided most of the impact by simply jumping.
It was what, 23 you said?
23 total, yeah.
All right.
14 bludgeoning, 9 force. Okay, the other one you can see begins to... The metal plates that used to make this thick layer of armor begin to elongate. And the ring's no longer being encircled around the arm, quote-unquote. It becomes the ends of these long whip-like arms that his body begins to become lithe and thin. It's going to be 2 attacks against... One against the Fiend, one against Chris. That is 13 against the Fiend, which I think proofs that out of existence. With a 20, yep. As Chris, you watch this long whip-like construct now sort of reels back and like a fishing line just throws its very elongated arm and sort of punches the Nargacuga in the face with its ring, poofing it out of existence. The last one's going to be against Chris, which is 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, that one's going to be 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As it also begins to spin like a top, and the other hands, you can see the ring at the end of its fist, that big large hoop that you gave it, pretty much, spinning, and it collides against the side of your skull, sort of bashing you against the pillar a little bit.
Okay. Did I get pushed back at all? Or
You just got clobbered.
okay.
It's also going to move fast, very... Not here. Jenny, you're not actually there, right?
Right. Nope, I'm back where Giorgio is.
So it's going to be right about there.
Which way
That'll
is
be their
he
turn.
facing?
Facing Chris right now.
Okay.
All right, speaking of, Jana, your go.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot. Well, I'm technically back here, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. We'll see what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna shoot him first while I'm not close.
All right. Okay.
Roll 20.
That'll hit. Okay. And 100 mark as well.
Ooh, chugging.
Okay. All right.
And then,
Again, another arrow finds its mark, sticking through and sort of peeling away some of the fire inside of its body.
nice. And then, against better judgment, because Jana hasn't seen what's going on, we are going to run kind of behind this dude over here, and Giorgio's going to go in with his mincy claws.
Okay. So you're attacking the one you just shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, can do. Roll for attack with Gorgio. That'll miss, unfortunately. All right, George's attack's magical. They're not, right? There's
I don't think
regular
so.
attacks.
They're just big they're just super OP.
They're just very deadly, mundane attacks. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Giorgio does rear up and claw at this thing, but it just scrapes against the thinner metal plating.
A
He
3.
rolled 3 plus 3 plus 4. Yeah, proficiency modifiers. Okay, scraping against the metal scraps that make up most of its body. Yeah, you're right up against a ring of fire right now. That'll be your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, the
Riley.
fire is not hurting me in any way, right? I'm like as close as I can get without damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hot for sure, but it's not. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not. You know, they're not taking damage right now.
Sweet.
Speaking of, I think Riley's gonna coat Sword in frost and then go for a big stabby.
Okay.
All right, time to cool off. My one-liners aren't strong enough.
That'll barely hit.
Never mind. Yes, they are. And I'm not expending the coating, so that'll do the extra damage.
7 plus 1, 8. Yep. As you thrust Tempest Retort into the body of this hulking monstrosity in front of you right now, the ice on your sword does seem to freeze a little bit of it, but it is also being resisted almost by the fire, sort of like this back and forth tug of war between hot and cold right now. Cold doesn't do as much as you'd like, but seems to have an effect still.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Nothing. Oh, yeah, get bonus. Okay, yeah, cool. Chris, your go.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll cast, Faithful Hound right next
Okay.
to Giorgio, just right above him.
Okay. I'll make... Okay, I'm right above Giorgio.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, as you summon the Faithful Hound that only you can see.
Yeah.
Use that little purple ring for the Faithful Hound. Make it a little bit thicker with 3 Cs. There we go.
Or I mean, like, the space above him.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, as you summon, the Faithful Hound begins growling and barking at the very lithe, stringy metal construct right now. Okay, so that's your action. Any movement, bonus action you guys want to do?
I think I'll move. Yeah, I'll move behind this pillar for now. Yeah, I'll move. Yeah, I'll move behind here.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Georgia is mounted. 0.
Has this like platform in the middle changed at all?
No, still the same.
How high is it?
It's about like 2 feet off the ground, but there's steps to it, so it's not like a huge deal to get up to if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go around him and not like leave melee range just so I don't get attacked yet. And then I guess from over here, I'm gonna cast what's it called? Arms of Hadar.
Okay, so that's 10 foot. 5 foot or 10 foot?
It's 10 foot, I think.
That would also hit Riley as well.
Fuck, would it? Okay. Is there any like ideal place I could cast?
You can stand,
here?
run up there. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I want to cast it from here, so it wouldn't hit the echo either from here, right?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it from up there. It's just level 1, right?
Sorry?
It's just a level 1 spell, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Necrotic has to make strength saving throw, which it succeeds. So half damage. As you summon the Arms of Hadar, the origami paper wings begin to flutter around you. You sort of twist around and begins to unfold themselves, cutting into the construct and everything around you, pretty much.
Okay. And then I'm going to what's my movement speed here. We shouldn't be able to use an attack of opportunity.
If it saves its saving throw,
Oh, is that the rules?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. On a failed save, can't take reactions, yeah. But it's exceeded on the saving throw, so.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck. I'll go back there then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, casting Arms of Hadar is technically still taking an attack action, right? Or is that only for like
It's casting a
attacks?
spell.
Fuck, okay.
Yeah, so that'd be a whole action.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just use my bonus action to disengage, and I'll be right here, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Send your turns. Now there you go.
What if we all need to fight this the same one at the same time? I don't think that's true, but it'd be on theme.
It would.
What is the Echo? Does Echo have an AC?
AC 18.
Okay, yeah. So that's that misses entirely. First one's against Riley though, which is 21 to hit.
RP dodge?
You try to do a front flip this time. That was the issue, and it clips you in the
Right.
back of the head. Tries to swing against the Echo using the same momentum as well, just like a spinning top, but it also misses the pretty agile copy of Zero over there. You take 23 points of damage total, 20 bludgeoning, 3 force.
Consistent.
Shit roll.
How to math? 3, then 20. Okay. Yep. Another one of those, and I'm not looking all right.
Okay. Okay. Jenna and Chris, you can see the lithe form of this construct begin to condense this time. The rings becoming completely independent as the two rings begin to rotate around each other, sort of like pointing it like a barrel of a gun, as the rest of its body now just an amorphous blob of fire and metal. Let's see, what does this hit? Oh, good. Okay. I need Zero,
Oh my god.
Chris, Jen, and Giorgio. I think Giorgio has an advantage on dexterity saving throws. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw. With the saddle has advantage. Something, I don't know. Dexterity saving throws from the people inside that red circle there.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Just the 14, I think.
There's a dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw. Okay. Giorgio succeeds. Everyone else does not.
I still only take half damage.
Because of evasion. Fucking rogues. Okay, those two rings point downwards as the rest of its flaming metal body hits, like almost gets accelerated by going through the rings, hits the ground, and makes this huge spinning wave of energy, striking everyone in that vicinity. So those who failed take 42 points of force damage.
God.
Nice. Love it.
Zero and Giorgio take half, so 23. Because George succeeded. Zero has evasion because rogues.
I can't
It was,
How much
it was
dodge did
46, you said?
42 total. Oh, sorry, no. I did the math wrong. 21 points of damage.
Oh.
Halved.
Oh wait, that's so Giorgio takes 21.
21 total. Yeah. And then Zero takes 21 as well because of evasion.
But Janet took 42 or something. Whatever.
42 total. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I can't use uncanny dodge for this, right? It's not like an attack. It's just.
No. It's not a weapon attack. It's just just a regular.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's saving throw. Then can't uncanny dodge that, unfortunately. Okay, but that is its turn. The other one punched. Okay. Jana, here you go. I also need you to make a
Where'd I
concentration
go?
check for Hunter's Mark.
Oh my
You're
god.
in the same position. Yeah, you're in the same position you
on
were
one
always in.
screen I can see my tokens, on the other I can't. Excellent.
Huh.
Can you move them around? Will they repopulate?
I'm moving them.
They came from somewhere deep, like under my screen. Like I was in like the
That was-
first room or something. What the fuck?
Okay, that was weird. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have Giorgio go first. It
Okay.
really doesn't matter. I just feel confident with Giorgio. So he's gonna go on with his claws.
Okay,
Please, 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 please.
that'll hit. 25 slashing.
And you know what we haven't done in a while?
What would that be?
Jana's gonna cast Shillelagh and then pull out her quarterstaff.
Okay.
Big bonk.
Yeah. Bonus action followed by that'll hit. Yes.
And I get the Hunter's Mark on this still. Because it doesn't
Yeah.
require concentration.
Very true. Nice. Not a bad round. Okay. What the Shillelagh makes it a 1d8, right? Or
Yeah, so I use the
Yes,
two-handed because it already has the D8.
smart.
Doesn't really
Nice.
matter, yeah. And then just for fun, I'm
Okay,
just gonna
so-
move over here.
Okay. All right. So as Giorgio claws in, it's being repelled slightly. It's like it's almost some sort of magnetism repelling some of Giorgio's claw attacks. But as Giorgio does that one claw strike, you just rush in and do a stab with your quarterstaff and just punch a pretty solid piece of metal straight out of the construct. Solid 10 damage on top of 13. That is 23 damage total. It's not looking great overall. You can see some of the metal pieces in fire beginning to dim out. So the metal pieces are beginning to just sag a little bit, and it's looking pretty sad. Okay, that's the end of your turn. All right, Riley, your go.
Riley, having seen the big fuck off beam that just got everyone burnt, is going to drop a mass cure wounds centered on the little pillar here, or the teleportation circle.
Okay.
That should hit everybody. So let's see.
Yeah, I'll try to stand up.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back real quick.
First, heal yourself for 18. It's a really
Nice.
shit roll, actually.
Everyone? 18?
Everybody. 18.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Oh, I also Jan, need you to make a concentration check for Hunter's Mark.
Okay, hold on, let me do math.
Yep.
And this was 30, right? Keep saying the number. That's back up to full HP for Giorgio. Okay.
Sick.
And then what am I doing?
Okay, so the number concentration check for Hunter's Mark.
Which
Okay, back.
is...
Constitution saving throw. You have to beat a 23.
Oh,
believe.
rough.
Well,
Why
do
23?
you still have your inspiration? It's half the damage.
I
you
never had inspiration.
No, Jenna's ran out a long
Okay.
time ago.
Okay.
Speaking of, my turn isn't done yet, and Zero
Okay.
used their inspiration, so have another. And you get inspiration! And you get inspiration! And I'm out of inspiration, so use it wisely.
Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. So the Hunter's Mark damage wouldn't have happened, unfortunately. Yeah, as the big wave of energy hits you, the Hunter's Mark drops.
Also,
did
she
punch
was
out a
looking
pistol.
for a 23. Literally impossible.
Not impossible, just unlikely.
Well, no, because
What would I
modifier is
roll?
2.
18. Yeah, I never.
You'd have to
rolled.
roll a natural 20. Yeah, it's saving throws natural 20. It automatically succeeds regardless of the number.
Oh, okay.
And reverse for natural ones and saving throws. Saving throws specifically, nothing else.
Oh, okay.
And attacks, never mind. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Was I
look
in
at
that
this.
healing range?
Yeah, everyone was in that healing range.
Okay.
Yeah, so you would have healed 18 as well.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick.
Riley's turn is done, though.
Okay. You drop a mass cure wounds, inspire 0. Bolstering the party. Solid round. Chris, your go.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I'll move up to the thing,
Okay.
the big
Sure.
flaming dude,
Okay.
and I'll make a dagger attack.
Okay. This is with your wand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Just a normal dagger attack.
yeah.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Okay. At that point, I guess with my bonus action, I'll do Misty Step,
Okay.
and I'll go over here.
Okay, through the fire. Nice. As you find a little gap between the flames after scraping your dagger across one of his metal plates, you teleport through the flames next to Zero. Okay, and you're now seemingly surrounded by the fire.
Yep.
Okay, at the end of your turn, you still have a little bit of movement left if you want it.
I think that's it for my turn. Also, I think the faithful
attacks,
hound
right?
goes.
Okay, so let's say just makes an attack with your spellcasting modifier, I imagine.
I think it was what was it? It says
Just make an intelligence check and add your proficiency modifier to it.
okay.
Yeah, that'll be the hound attack. Okay,
And
that's
+4.
+4. Yeah, that one misses as well.
Okay.
As you can feel the dog trying to bite it, it just doesn't seem to catch anything solid to chew on.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right. Zero. Misty back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to. Let me see. Sorry. I guess I'm going to make one dagger attack. I'm just gonna throw a regular dagger from here.
Okay.
I don't get advantage or anything, right? Sneak attack because Riley's next to it. If I hit.
If you hit, you still get sneak attack, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's just a regular dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that'll hit. Okay. So that's 18 halved, 9.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use one of my Unleash Incarnations. Sorry, I should have said earlier I'm gonna use the Manifest Echo, but I'm gonna use the Unleash Incarnation now because I don't think it's attacked at all. My Echo.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make an attack with. It has everything I have, right? All the tools I have.
It has your weapons, at the very least. The copy with your Truth Seer thing has everything you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an attack with the Truth Seer with that one.
Okay. That will not hit.
Okay. And as a free action, can I guess I see Chris is over here. Can I just yell over at Jana and see if she's good?
Yeah, you can do that.
Jana, is you good? Are you okay? Are you okay over there?
We're good.
Okay.
For now.
I guess that's my turn. For now. Okay. That's my turn for now.
Okay. All right. So now there go. Okay. Yeah, and you watch the one in front of you morph into the large, bulky humanoid form that it had originally. Okay, so it makes one attack against you and one attack against Giorgio. Which 13 to hit you, Jenna.
I don't think. No,
Sick. Okay, and 20 to hit Giorgio.
that hits.
Okay, but did you have a thing that gave
I can
things that attacked your mount
choose-
disadvantage?
Oh, wait, what is that? Attack rolls against the mount have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember something about that a long time ago.
Yeah, that's the saddle.
Which that is right that you got from the IDIS, which is now a 14 to hit.
I think that's. Wait, let me check. Does not hit.
Okay. All right, as it unleashes a full round of punches towards you, Joestar style, and you just dodging all of them,
I'm
and just
assuming, like,
shattering
we're
the
just-
stonework beneath you.
Georgia is so fast, we're just running like in a circle around him. He's just trying to keep up with this. Swain's Georgia's already
pretty
like
much.
halfway around the circle.
Yeah, just leaving like pretty much giant fist prints behind you, just constantly. Just Sonic the Hedgehog over there. All right. It's just gonna chill there. Yeah, that sounds like a good spot for it. Speaking of, your turn.
Okay. And this thing's not okay. I'll just do it. I'm going to Hunter's Market again.
Okay.
And I don't really need Shillelagh. Oh, you know why I do this? Because my shield is supposed to be up. I would like to put up my shield, please.
Wait, hold on. Did the other one not do anything?
You're right. I forgot to punch over here. Good call. This one shifts into a big lanky cog over there. It's gonna attack. Let me just roll for it actually. It's gonna attack 0 in the echo. First one is against 0. That's 24.
No.
Okay then. And the other one is 20 against the echo.
Okay. So that goes dead. It only has one.
Echo go poof as it's like kind of like springs from the Nintendo Switch. It just switches into a big lanky form, and its fists become the rings, and it just extends and clobbers you from afar. You take that's a shit roll. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I use Hellish Rebuke if possible.
Okay. I think so. It's within range, I believe. Also, as it shifts form, the circle drops.
Wait, so can I use Hellish Rebuke or no?
It depends if it's within range, which I don't know the
that's
range of
true,
Hellish Rebuke. I think it's pretty far.
okay.
60 feet. Yeah, you're good.
So I can do it?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Sorry for not knowing myself.
Okay, DC 13 dex save, which it barely succeeds. It's 20 halved. So, okay, as you, the clobbering is sort of cause you to have a slight little nosebleed, and from your nose, the blood that trickles out bursts into flame at the construct. Its strange lanky nature begins to shift and twist a little bit, so it dodges a little bit, and also it's kind of made of fire, so it doesn't have quite the effect that you're expecting. Okay, now that's everything's turn. Thank you. Go ahead. Sorry, Jenna.
Okay. I'm gonna re-Hunter's Market.
Okay.
And I guess it doesn't matter. I think it's a whole action to put my shield up, right?
Technically,
Yeah. And that's
I'll just give it to you. Fuck it.
okay. Like, oh, I can just put it up for free?
I'll say bonus. Yeah, I'm sure. Fine. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, thank you.
Play
Okay,
fast,
so I was
fast and loose today.
I was like, why did I used to do Shillelagh if I could just hold a club with 2 hands? I'm like, oh, because my shield is supposed to be up. So with my shield is up, I have Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to only, not without Shillelagh, just quarterstaff one hand this thing.
Okay. Yep, do the same damage as a two-handed one.
Or no, because I don't have Shillelagh up. This would be a 1d6 still.
I think Shillelagh lasts for like a minute or something.
Oh, does it? Let me check. That'd be sick if it does.
Lasts a minute.
Yep,
Yeah,
1
duration.
minute. Oh,
1
so
minute.
it is up. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, then. Should I roll a 1d8 for damage then?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Plus Hunters.
Plus your strength modifier.
Oh, plus strength modifier. My strength.
Oh.
You know what? I'm just
what's your
gonna.
strength?
You know what I'm just gonna do? I'm gonna roll this. We don't care for the roll, and I'll just do the damage. Because I'm very dumb. I don't know how to do math.
Okay.
I don't know
Sure.
how D&D
That's
works.
fine.
2 to 3 years in. I'll just click this
It
button.
won't hit
That
anyway.
will be
It's
the
fine.
damage. plus
Okay.
the 3, so 9
All right.
altogether.
9. Okay.
Okay, and then George.
George, you're going to Omnom.
Mm-hmm. Or he's
All right.
clawing.
That still hits. Okay, that's halved. It's not magical. And you're just poking pieces of metal out of his body, George. You're just slashing into it. It's not looking great over there.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's into your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Riley, your go.
Non-magical damage is halved. Has Riley noticed anything of that sort? Like maybe his attacks are more ineffective than he once thought?
Have you tried any non-magical attacks against it?
Nope. Or,
Yeah.
no, I guess I have. Sorry, I've used my sword and my dagger tons. I have not used magic against it yet.
They're magical items, though.
What does that have to do with anything?
If a weapon is magical, it counts as like a magical attack.
Oh, okay. So never mind then. He has no privy to this. Gotcha. All right. In that case, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. You know what? I'm gonna take one stab with the Tempest Retort. See what happens. Okay. Nothing. In that case, my bonus actions at this point are just attack again or get the fuck out. And honestly, I'm just gonna attack again. That actually hits.
It does hit.
6 damage.
Okay. 3 actually.
Oh, so now he notices.
No, it's because that's an offhand attack, which you don't have.
Oh, the strength modifier, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm helping.
Chip damage. Every piece of damage counts. As you, the temperature torch glances off the armor as you sort of use the momentum, stab it into its weird fiery flesh beneath. That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, Chris, your go.
Okay, I'm gonna use Steel Wind Strike at 5th level.
Okay.
What is that?
Big damage.
You used this last against those other guys too, and you fucking obliterated them. Okay. That one hits. Which one is this one against? Choose carefully because you end where you actually you don't. Never mind. Yeah, no, it just ends at a creature somewhere. Which one is this one?
This one will be the one on the right.
Okay. Right, and
That
one still hits. I think. Yeah.
It'll be on the one on the left then.
Yep. So they both hit. So roll for damage. Okay. Okay. The mage becomes samurai. All right. Well, that one is fully dead. One on the right.
Hell yeah.
As okay, and now where you want to end your turn? 5 feet within one of these targets.
I'll end it. I'll end it right there.
Okay. So Zero, you just watched Chris like sheath his wand pretty much, and then draw it, and then he disappears in a flash. It's very similar to what you saw before, and then huge chunks of these constructs get taken out, leaving large gashes where they had to be filled in with fire and metal. The one on the left's not looking great. The one on the right fully just explodes, leaving just metal fragments into the wall all over the ground. The sight of Chris appearing behind it after this big fiery blue thing explodes Jenna, and he's just shrouded in metal. Pretty much at this point.
With her free action, Janet's gonna say, "You're helping, Chris."
You fell one of the suits of armor, and that blue flame snuffed out. The rings that make up its arms shatter into bright golden particles that begin to encircle the whole room above your heads in like a large ring-like formation. Okay, that's your action. You still have your movement, still have your bonus.
Oh my god.
I think I'm just gonna stay there for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking turn.
Yeah, you wipe off the massacre off your wand. All right, that's the end of your turn. Jordy's mounted. Zero. What you up to?
Okay. Let me see. I only have like one weapon. It'll do good enough damage. Okay. I'm gonna move my movement. I'm gonna use my movement to get back here, I guess. And I'm gonna make one attack with my Truth Seer.
Okay.
Yes.
I think you still have inspiration too if you want to use that.
Oh, true,
No, I already
true.
used it.
Oh, did you? No, I gave you again.
You can give another
Again?
one. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, thank you. Yeah. What is that? D10.
D10. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and that's and then
16, respectable.
and then I'm gonna make one more attack with just a regular dagger, I guess.
Okay.
Just 'cause why not?
It still hits. And that is minus the thing. You don't have the two-handed, or like the fighting style for two-handed things, do you?
I thought so. I could be wrong. Yeah, 2-weapon fighting. Was that what you're talking about, or no?
I believe so.
I'm 2-weapon
Yep. No.
fighting.
Yeah, you're good. Yep. You can add your modifier to the
Okay.
offhand attack. So that's fine. Yeah, that is 6 damage. So that's 3 halved.
And then I'm gonna use action surge to make another attack. Here's my question: I've already used Truth Seer in this turn. Can I use it again? Like if I'm going 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, just like.
Yeah. Yep. You just don't get sneak attack again. But yeah. Oh, you logged out.
My internet's fucking up. Yeah. Hold
Okay, it's not looking great right now.
on. Let me refresh really quick, because otherwise I'm gonna crash in a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Hit.
Oh, wow.
Hit.
Hmm?
Did that attack hit?
I
Your
don't
noise suppression
see-
might be on.
What was that?
Okay, there we go. I didn't see the roll. Yes, it
Okay,
does hit.
sorry, yeah, I think they're on my side first. Hold on.
The way you asked that, it made it sound like Bo instead of slur. You're like, what was that? It was just your pure
I'm
reaction. It was so funny.
Your noise suppression.
What'd you say to me?
I don't know how my,
Wanna fucking repeat that?
my internet's trash. But yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. 8 damage. Not looking great over there as you just like Guardians Galaxy 2 Drax stabbing the thing repeatedly inside the stomach. All right. Now its turn.
You know, it's always an option for you to just like, it can just kill itself, you know? Like, it can just stop every time.
Oh.
Considering the last
Okay,
one
except
did
not
like
really, not if it's
42
like a
damage,
self-destruct button. You can just lay on the ground.
this might
quietly.
down Riley.
Okay. You watch as the body shifts into 2 rotating rings around each other with a big, large mass just behind it. It no longer having the shape of a body, instead just an amorphous blob of metal and fire. It points both the rings downward as it jettisons all of its contents into the ground, creating a huge magical shockwave. I need Riley and Zero to make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, I'm good at those one.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, so
Pain.
Zero, you succeed, then you have evasion, so you take no damage entirely. Riley, you take 46 points of force damage.
I'm up with one, baby! We're living!
Oh no.
Hashtag no
Exactly
damage.
one.
Okay, Zero, you've seen this attack before. You time it perfectly. You use your invincibility frames to roll through the attack. Riley, you don't know what the fuck's going on. You get blasted entirely. You're gonna need some max potions over there. Okay, but it is stood floating above there, and I no longer need this. Jana, here you go.
Finish him.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna. I am so confident we're gonna make it over there, but just in case. Yup. What's the speed? 50. We can get over there. Zumi, make Rumi. Giorgio with the claws.
Okay.
Can I move Hunter's Mark to this guy too? Just in case this is
As
the
a bonus
final?
action, yeah, you can do that as a bonus action.
No!
That one does not.
No! Jana with the shillelagh.
That'll hit.
Every bit
Okay,
helps.
well,
Plus the
And the hunter's
hearts.
mark.
You're helping.
I'm helping. 8 damage.
Jana,
Big turn.
you're helping.
How would you like to finish this off?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I helped.
I have like 6 hit points left.
I just it's just because it's shillelagh. This has to be like a big like Jana puts her club way over her head and it just conks the guy like big like bump comes out, stars, little exclamation points. And he just like birds fly around his head and he just like spins around and drops to the floor.
Yeah, as you all watch Jana just pull back both hands, just clobber like whatever the rings right out of the air, and the rest of the body follows it. Hits the ground, explodes. You swear you hear Ave Maria in the background as everything goes slow motion. The rings shatter, and they begin just encircling around where the body would be, sort of like the stars you see in a cartoon, before joining the rest of the fragments that are floating above your heads right now. And with that, both suits of armor are felled. Okay, the armor's destroyed. Another set of rings shatter, circling around the room. You begin to see these glowing little motes of light flitting through the air. The rings, the fragments begin to split off in 4s and begin to encircle the pillars. Each little fragment of the rings begin to find a perfect spot in the speckled cracks and divots of each pillar, filling the gaps with a glowing yellow light, forming what almost looks like a star chart on each pillar. As each piece finds its place, the final fragment rests in its final resting spot, and immediately all of you feel a slight rumbling below your feet. The pillars begin to rise up from the ground, exposing more of the hexagonal base as the circular portion of the pillar is pushed up into the ceiling. Yeah, you're all pretty much near a pillar at this point, so hidden beneath the ground of each pillar, the pillar reveals its secrets. They're hollow below the ground. The hollow portion with a cutout into the pillar itself, a small little like hidden chamber, if you will. Empty, but you can see in each one there's like a sort of conical slot within the hollow.
I think we're gonna look in, right?
Are we supposed to put ourselves in there?
Yeah, it's not a very big slot. It's like probably about like a foot wide in each dimension.
Okay.
Wait, re-describe it.
But
Apologies.
it's like a foot wide cutout into the pillar itself, sort of on the bottom
Slots.
face of the cutout. Yeah, on the bottom face of the cutout is like a conical slot.
I think we gotta take the reins off the armor guys and put them in here, right?
The rings already shattered off of them.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
believe the rings themselves are what caused the pillars to go up in the first place.
I didn't realize they got destroyed.
Simon, I'm
Yes.
dumb. I don't know what conical means.
cone shaped.
Yeah.
Okay.
a cone-shaped little slot at the bottom face of this hollow part of the inside of the pillar. That's a very complicated series of geometrical patterns, but you know.
So it's like it's on the ground, basically.
It's like, let's see if I can describe. It's like a shrine kind of looking thing. Just like the floor of the shrine has like a cone-shaped slot cut out into it.
Okay.
So it's like a little window into the pillar itself.
May as well have a look.
Okay. As you get a bit closer, you do see writing above each hollow cutout. It's in plain common this time, so all of you can read it. It just reads, "Offer me the arms with which you rend the stars."
Oh.
Oh.
I
Hmm.
don't want to do
Wait.
that.
Wait, what if we put the arms of the guys in first, just in case it's not arms? Before we do this, everyone get over here and take some healing, right? Just in case.
Yeah, good idea.
Healing
I
on the
would
line.
like to use
Time for
healing
the
spirit.
revolving door of
Yeah.
idiots to happen once more.
I think I wrote in healing spirit what I roll, so I don't have to ask every time.
Yeah.
Out of combat, 10d6 is what I roll.
Yep. So, yeah, just general once everyone heals that amount, just for brevity's sake.
Advanced dice roller. Oh, get out of here. What is this? Anyway, sorry, 10d6, is that what I said?
Yep. 1d6 for each round, 10 rounds in a minute.
And this is what we're all gonna add, I think, right? Yeah, so we'll all
Yep.
take 35.
Hell yeah.
Yay, half health.
I'm just gonna put like a conga line
Hey,
music every time this
you
happens.
were one lucky point away, mister.
All right, 35 points of healing to everybody.
Simon, one more time. What does this text say on the pillars?
Offer me the arms with which you rend the stars.
With which you
I'm going to
rend the
take out
stars.
Tempest Retort. I'm going to say, is this trustworthy?
No response.
Fuck, I don't have any more
Fine,
spirit
rend.
charges.
Well, no disrespect to you then. Back to crystal form, placing it in.
Okay, you
Yeah.
place it in like a glove.
I do too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give it a kiss goodbye.
Okay.
Oh wait, we're doing it for the pillar. Sorry.
Is everyone putting in their base form vessel into the thing?
No.
Yep.
Base form. What?
Yeah, the crystal form.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll put mine in then.
All right. Placing the basic form of your apotheosis vessel, it fits perfectly into this conical cutout. As you do, a dull light bursts from the center of the vessel. It spreads in thin, straight lines across the pillar, only changing directions when it hits a piece of star-like ring fragment. The lines go from star to star until it makes a huge collection of what almost looks like constellations inscribed into the pillar. The lines reach the top where the central, where the ceiling is, and you see the lines converge into one thick, large line, one from each pillar, as they all converge into the center of the room, where once they meet in the center, a dull thud of white light explodes, sending a wave, shockwave of light across all of you as the platform in the center of the room now glows.
And what of our vessels?
Once that happens, the pillars begin to descend back to its original place. The vessels begin to sink below the ground out of sight.
I will walk to the center.
Okay. Oops. Okay.
Our arms are still like with us, right? We didn't lose them.
Well, who knows?
Okay. Who wants to step onto the platform?
do it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All four step at the same time.
Yeah.
Georgia goes back in the Pokeball. I want my
Okay.
son safe.
All right, as you all teleport, you all step into the platform as you're like very Star Trek like. I'm just gonna delete Giorgio. Begin to almost de-atomize. You don't really sense anything. Your vision just goes white before you reappear. Similar platform, but the surroundings are unfamiliar. It's a very large, rounded, square room. There's not much you can see visually, but you do see there's a mess of various pipes and valves and gauges just coating almost every surface of the wall and ceiling. You do see sets of almost looks like workstations of some sort. This looks like to be some sort of large wooden screw press. You can see there's a almost like a glass cylinder which is hollow. You can see things inside of it. You see rocks, dirt. You see 4 glowing white crystals inside of it. Very similar to your apotheosis vessels in their basic form. This looks like a set of bellows that are connected to this mess of pipes. They look very large. They look pretty heavy. And they're almost like there's connected somehow to each other. There's 3 connected to one pipe. That just looks like a dead forge is unlit right now, and hammer and anvil. Can't really tell very much from here. There is 2 troughs that are currently empty right now, but they look like they have faucets which might have some liquid pour out if you turn them on. Everything is connected to this wall of pipes behind them. On one side of the wall, right there, it doesn't really matter in the long run, you see writing. They glow slightly. And it's script that I don't think many of you are familiar with, except for Chris, I believe. Chris, you speak Celestial, right?
Yes.
This is Celestial. It reads, each of the 4 has a role that only it can fill. Each of the 4 has one job that will benefit all when applied correctly. All 4 need each other to thrive, and all 4 must know what their role is and when to use it to progress.
I will approach this device over here and see what's going on.
Okay. It looks like a large screw press. There's a set of levers that you can probably try to push if you wanted to. Not sure what they do, but screw presses tend to crush things.
Said there were 4 crystals over there that look suspiciously similar to our apotheosis vessels, correct?
Yep.
Hmm. Another 4-person room, huh?
Wait, which one's mine? This one?
It's up to you.
Whichever you want.
Which
I
one
don't know
looks
if-
like mine? One's supposed to look like mine, right?
I mean, let's
Well,
if I don't know if let's all just examine them and see what they are again.
does Riley sense anything from these 2 troughs?
They look like 2 troughs.
All right, I'll
Troughs.
take the left one, and I'll see if the faucet does anything.
Yep. Turn on the faucet. A very large gout of water begins to pour out of it, but it's almost like being drained as fast as it's being poured.
Do I see where it's going?
It's just a drain at the bottom, but you don't see where it's going specifically.
And the other?
Similar story. Okay. Chris, as you approach that forge there, you do notice sort of hidden in the corner is like a very large bag of coal. And if you look into the forge, it is slightly lit as well.
Yeah, I'll put some coal in. Well, actually, I'll conjure up like a shovel and put some coal in there then.
Okay. As you conjure up a small shovel, when you try to shovel the coal almost immediately breaks away and like turns into just useless gray ash. It's active for a second though, but it seems very brittle.
Do I notice anything else around here?
There's a hammer and forge. A hammer and anvil, sorry, and the forge itself, which is slightly lit. The hammer and anvil doesn't seem to have anything going on with it. At least not visually. Okay. Zero and Jana, what you doing up there?
I'm looking at stuff.
Yeah, it just looks like 3 sets of bellows that are connected to this one large pipe. The bellows themselves are about as tall as you are.
What is a bellow? I will be the layman.
It's like it's a thing that blows air pretty much when you squeeze on it.
Oh, like for like
Oh,
fires.
like that accordion-looking thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a bellows.
Yeah, I also called it the accordion thing.
The accordion things, yes.
Okay, well, I feel like I should probably take this over by the forge. Can I take this? Pick it up? Doesn't seem like there's any issues.
It's attached to the pipes themselves.
Ah.
Yeah, so like there are 3 sets of these accordion things. They're all sticking into this one pipe.
Does it look? When I look around the room, are the pipes connected to everyone else's things?
Probably. There's some big mess of pipes. There's probably several hundred feet of pipe
I'm
just
just
strewn about this room.
gonna be over here pumping these bellows, I guess, and just seeing what happens.
Okay, you're going to begin pumping them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you begin pumping, you can feel it go, but it's very resisting. As you just keep pumping further, more and more, make a Constitution check. See how consistent you can pump these bellows.
Constitution saving?
Check.
Oh, does Constitution check?
Yep. Check.
The
Regular
raw
check.
stat.
Just like that. Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah. The pumping is a little bit inconsistent. You have to take a break sometimes, and the airflow has to stop. Zero, while you're looking at the screw press, you see bits of dirt being flung upwards, like it's being pushed by something like air.
What does my machine do again? One more time?
It looks like it's a screw press. Yeah. So there's just a large screw. If you twist the screw enough, it'll crush whatever's inside. It looks like it's connected to this large cylinder with a bunch of rocks and dirt and seemingly your apotheosis vessels inside. The bits of dirt that are in there are being sort of swished around by unseen air current.
And you said there's like levers that I can start messing with?
Yeah, you can try. You'll have to. It's a big screw press, so you have to push against the screw, like a big. It's like a big wheel, pretty much, with a handle.
I will begin.
Okay. Make a athletics check for me. Okay. Okay. You push against this lever, this handle, as hard as you can, and you can hear the creaking, the cracking, the rocks giving, the dirt smushing into these little flat pancakes. You also feel the apotheosis vessels beginning to crack and bend until eventually, with one final push, they shatter into millions of tiny little glowing white particles, and they begin to just float there as the airflow begins to take some of them, but it doesn't seem consistent enough to move them any distance. After about 10 seconds or so, they begin to reform into their base forms again.
Okay. Let me see. I guess I will shout across the room and tell Janet to try pumping harder, and I will go back to crushing these again.
Okay. All right, Jenna, make another Constitution check for me.
If I hear that, I'd like to try and help Jenna.
Okay.
Is that the
Uh,
same roll? God.
Like with one of the other ones.
Sure. So you make a Constitution check as well.
Fine.
Okay, that's a lot of nines. Okay, I'll say between the two of you, Zero, as you push this screw press again, make another athletics check for me. Okay. Takes a little bit longer as you push and push. You're a little bit tired from the last time. Those arms kind of burning, screaming out a little bit. But again, eventually you do manage to crush the rocks and the apotheosis vessels again. Between the Chris and Jen over there, there is enough airflow to push the particles out through an unseen tube. And they go somewhere. About 10 seconds pass. Eventually they come back through the tube into the chamber and begin to reform again.
I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Okay. Okay, casting haste. Okay, you are officially speedy as shit.
I'm gonna try and my best to do it fast.
Wait, so yeah, whenever the crystal came back and reformed, did it fall from the tube like it disappeared in, like it fell back down?
Yeah, like whatever tube it went through, it came back after about 10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time visualizing this. What exactly are these doing?
This group is crushing things. The
Uh-huh.
bellows appears to give some sort of airflow.
Do
Okay.
the pieces that are crushed, do they go in through the bellows, or do the bellows push them somewhere?
Bellows seem to be pushing them somewhere through the tubes. There's a mess of tubes all over the ceiling, all over the walls. You're not exactly sure where they lead, but there's only 4 stations in this whole place.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will
think-
return to mine.
I think the bellows need more power.
Oh, 3 maybe?
Yeah, there's 3 things there.
Alright, I'll give
I
it
guess
a
so.
earnest try then.
Okay. All right. So all 3 of you make Constitution checks over there.
We got this, guys.
Yes!
Okay.
Ooh.
This fucking haste.
With one big push, you managed to get a huge amount of airflow through, and you're just consistent with it. Zero, need to make another athletics check for me.
Please, God.
Okay.
Yes.
Without issue this time, you managed to crush the apotheosis vessels again. The airflow pushes them through the pipes, and they go somewhere. What is everyone else doing?
I'm going back to my station, waiting for
Okay.
something to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the forge.
Okay. Right. Chris, as you approach, you see little glowing fragments of this white particles begin to settle at the bottom of the forge. The hammer magically picks up itself and is beginning to just suspend itself above the anvil.
I'm gonna start. I'll conjure up a shovel and start shoveling coal in there again.
Okay. Okay, make a dexterity check. I'll stay with advantage, actually, because you're hasted right now. Okay. As you begin to shovel coal, the coal is super, super brittle. You have to go very fast to get it into the forge at any of any shape of usefulness, pretty much. You manage to do it magically altered. And each shovel full of coal you throw into the forge, it begins to heat it up more and more and more until eventually it's this huge roaring fire. The little fragments begin to collect and smushed against themselves as they begin to magically float onto the anvil, where the hammer begins to pound them rhythmically again and again and again for about 30 seconds, forging them into rough, conical, crystal-like shapes before being jettisoned into an open tube.
Riley will have the troughs running water.
Yep. As you begin to run the water, this 4 separate crystals begin to fall into the trough and begin cooling down, going from this white hot mess into this slower, more gentle glow. You can't help but feel like you're supposed to be waiting for something. Make a perception check.
Sure. Perception.
Okay. As you're observing these 4 crystals, 2 in each trough, they're being run over with water. There's one moment, time seems to slow down, where they begin to glow, not white hot or completely cool, but they glow like this very bright yellow, almost golden. Instinctively, when that gold glow happens, you see it, you turn off the faucets, and they begin to drain. The gold glow remains before they begin to slowly dull, subside into their normal base crystal form. And from them, the colors that you would see when you would put them in that base form begin to return again. 1 green, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 silver.
All right, guys. I think we did something. I'm not sure. They were glowing really fancy for a second there. Riley is going to... He had the blue one initially, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Riley will take the blue one.
Okay. You pick it up. It used to have this rough crystalline texture to it. Now it's almost glassy smooth. I'm assuming you all pick up your Apotheosis vessels.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take.
Oh, which color was mine again?
Yeah, which color is mine?
Yours was silver, I believe, and yellow was, I believe, Chris's. Green was Jana's.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. As you all pick up the Apotheosis vessels, they have this strange, glassy texture to them they never had before. Like before they were rough crystals, uncut. Now they're processed, manufactured. The purposes of weapons, they're now +2 weapons.
Hell yeah. Do you think we could maybe refine Merrick's as well?
I guess. I don't see the harm in it, I guess.
Do you really
Right.
want to do this again? We already did it once. Also,
I mean, we
Also,
could
is
use
he
all the help
said
we can
he's
get,
strong
really.
enough? Come
wants
on.
it, he can come
He
down
didn't
here and
say-
do it. He's got 3 friends to do this.
That's
challenge.
That's true, I
If he's
suppose.
strong enough. It's fine.
We're here. We can do it, but also we don't have to.
Fair enough, fair enough.
He won't know what he's missing.
Yeah, he won't know what missed. Also, what does +2 mean? Like, what does that actually?
Well, it was the +1 before, and now we have an extra +1 on our hit. So it's a +2
Well, mine
hit.
says
Yeah.
+10, so I don't know about you losers. Oh wait, I see.
There's a
For dexter, is it for the dex stat? Wait, it already
magic
says
bonus.
+2. Oh, magic.
Magic
bonus.
bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. +2 weapon now, meaning it has a +2 to hit and damage.
Ooh, nice.
And for Chris, same thing applies, but also now it's a +2 to spell attacks.
Okay.
Which
Where do I
can just-
change that?
I got it. There we go.
Here's the
Okay,
real.
are you doing it
question. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'll say if we forge Merrick's Apotheosis vessels right now, do you think he would actually care or thank us? Real Q.
He would not thank us.
No, you're
He
right.
won't.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
express gratitude at all.
No.
You're right.
I love Merrick, but not this much.
Riley's gonna look around and see if there's like any other text around, perhaps a sign.
What's the time, by the way?
Checking the clock. 12 o'clock.
Oh no.
Well, we can just hide down here until it's like the day resets, right?
We don't know how safe that is. We could be greeted by an army of
Yeah.
animate. What's the word? Armors.
On one hand, I do feel like we're safer here, but on the other hand, we don't know if they also have access to that.
I guess we'll find
teleportation.
out.
Well, four must agree. What shall we do?
If this is
I wanna-
the end, I'm ready to just like leave.
Yeah, we can
There
leave.
hasn't been any other like evidence. I'm pretty sure we like looped around. There wasn't any evidence of further like monsters in here, right?
No, yeah.
Nothing that you're aware of.
Okay.
I think it's just the boys at the front.
Well, I mean, we were pretty thorough. I don't think we're going to find any more of those weird things here. The forest should be safe again.
I mean, it's midnight.
I mean, we just.
Oh, you mean
sprint.
from the monsters, not like in
Just
general.
I mean, from the aliens, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's no telling what can happen, so I'm down to just hop on and go.
Chris, you?
To go?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Here's
Then let us depart.
what I vote for, though. If we happen to run into anything that wants to fight us, I think we just keep running because I think all of us are out of
Yeah.
resources. And...
Okay, leaving.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you all step onto the teleporting platform as well. Teleport back. From that left hallway, map-wise, you do hear a lot of clanking.
Just gun it. Just gun for the
Chris,
exit.
how many spell slots do you have left?
Well, I could.
I have an idea.
You could just teleport us all out.
Oh, I have my blink back boots, so I could distract them while you guys get out through the other end.
We could literally just each take one of you and teleport out. It's no big deal.
Let's do that then.
Yeah. Got a dimension door unlock.
If Chris has a spell slot to spare, yeah.
Oh, he also has a cape that can just teleport him, so
Oh,
that's
yeah.
also fine. I don't think he's used it. Wait, did you? Did you use that? I don't remember.
Nope.
I mean,
Okay.
I see you. Stop. Can we go?
Yeah, let's just get out. Dimension door. 500 feet. We knew where we came from. This shouldn't be difficult.
They're probably looking forward to it, like the big countdown.
All right, so you're teleporting roughly to where the hallway was.
Or as close to the entrance of the cave anyway. I don't remember how long this hallway goes on for, so
Okay.
ideally as far away as possible.
I'm just gonna go 50 feet south.
That's it.
Okay, who are you taking with you?
I'll take 0.
Okay.
I'll take Jana then.
Okay, 50 feet south.
And as far back as Riley can try and like do in his mental math things.
Make a intelligence check.
think worst case scenario is we just get jettisoned towards the nearest thingy. Intelligence. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking smart.
Yeah, you have a rough mental map. Also, you can teleport about there.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Jenna and Chris, you sort of teleport into a shambling horde of animated armors.
Oh.
They look like they were marching to the right, but the moment you teleport, they all stop. The one next to you sort of turns around. What would you like to do?
Smile and wave.
Yep.
And make your
Yep.
way to the exit.
I'll salute to them.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna run.
Yep. I'm on,
Yep. Just run.
Can I pop Georgia back out and just full sprint, like no catching us?
Yeah.
If I
Sure.
can, I want
Is
to
haste
grab
still active on Chris?
I want to grab Case. Yeah,
Oh, that's a
Chris
good idea, actually.
by the cape and just drag him behind. Like.
Okay.
If that
Yeah,
means
sure.
you won't get hurt.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that happens sudden enough that you guys manage to just drag each other. Chris, Giorgio's ripped his shit, so the little decrease in speed isn't going to hurt him that much. As you all manage to escape, the animated arm is beginning to slowly converge on your location as you all flee into the forest. Okay. All right. Eventually, you make it to the cave, to the small little lip that you climbed into. Managed to climb your way out, minimal difficulty, and you find yourself within the Forest of Faces around midnight. The calling of insects, some birds in the sky, and a slight waxing moon staring at you from the night sky. All right. We shall call it there.
Aye. Good fucking sesh.
Yeah, that was a good game. GG, everyone.
Did it! And we got the power up! Yahoo!
You know what rhymes with GG? XP?
True. Let's get that level. Get even fucking stronger.
All right. So from the fight itself, you get 4,425.
I have to do
Oh,
math.
someone do math.
I'll just round it up to an even
Okay.
6,000.
Cool.
Sounds good to me. So
My
that's
voice is
2-4?
out of control tonight.
1-2-4, I believe, right?
Wait.
Yeah, 124310.
Excellent.
1, 8, 3, 10 plus
Experience!
6,000.
And that
Yeah.
levels us, right?
1, 2, 4, 3, 10.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
In all seriousness, that was a really, really good session. Thank you, Simon. That was like a great puzzle, great combat, great everything. That was fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I know no one has ever seen Saw 5, but it was so great to live out Saw 5, but in like in a fun, much funner way.
I remember I built this through like 4 weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, this is actually not bad for once.
It
I
was
really
really good.
I really
Yeah.
that was
This
so
was the most dungeony dungeon I've made so far, I believe.
I was thinking earlier as we were fighting the ring armor, so I was like, wow, this feels like Dungeons and Dragons again.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
Ring
like-
Guardians.
I love that it was our the friend friendship saves the day. Like everything
Yeah.
about this
Super
rules.
anime,
This
yeah.
was so good.
Aw.
It was so delightful.
Group hug.
Yay.
The Zodiacs are back, baby. Not that we ever left.
Four Corners who?
We got our spirit back. How about that?